foremost, all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you true, sincere brethren out there, pushing out this purified truth, cleansing this wicked, defiled kingdom with this word, and to the rest of the church who believe as well, including you few women, the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross, none of this would even be possible.
Follow the spirit. Whatever brothers want to bring out, just go to whatever precept.
Let's start out with Hosea 4:6.
Yeah, go ahead, read. Go ahead. Because basically,
you want to get Proverbs 1:22 to follow that up.
We're living in a time of America being destroyed, man, because we live in a wicked, depraved society that, according to the scriptures, it don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. Like different things, when you go into the laws on adultery, they commit adultery. You know, which is adultery would be if a married woman sleeps with a man outside of her husband, man, or a man sleeps with a woman that's married. See, and that's something they totally disregard. Because look at this rap music, man. That's heavy indoctrinated our people, man. All these niggas talking about, oh, I just fucked your bitch. Like you got that wicked nigga future. You talking about he fucking somebody's bitch and some flip flops. But pretty soon, see all this wickedness is accumulating. Like you got a certain like when your gas tank it accumulates to where it gets empty, it's dissipating. It's getting to a certain point to where until the hammer comes down, man. Because pretty soon that's what's next. And these people they're gonna have to pay with blood. Because the Lord's not gonna allow wickedness to take place on His earth anymore, man. This is the Lord's earth. That's what the people forgot. They forgot that this planet, you not own the fucking earth to live your dreams or whatever lusts and fantasies you think about and do that shit. You're supposed to live according to fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. You see that gremlin? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It's Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Right, our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man. Because they don't understand that you're supposed to worship Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in truth and sincerity. They don't even know the name of their power. Right. They calling on Jesus Christ in the church. You got a lot of niggas into Islam. And it's all different kind of philosophies. Christianity is just surface level. Then when Jake grow up, they get and they want to go and visit all these other doctrines, believe that they're from Wakanda.
hey, you actually had Jake that say Wakanda forever, man.
Yeah.
Right. You know, all this shit is bugged out.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I also reject thee.
Right. So the Lord he rejected our people for a period of time because they reject the knowledge of the Lord. See, these precepts is what we're supposed to meditate on day and night, as it tells you in Psalm the first chapter. You know, we're supposed to meditate on the word which was given through Moses. You know, the Lord, he gave the law, statutes, and commandments written on stone, and all throughout the prophets came, and Yahweh Shai and his testimony. That's our knowledge and our wisdom in the sight of all the nations. But yet, since our people rejected, they want to follow after the ways of the heathen. So therefore, that's why they're in the state that they're in right now, which is at the fucking bottom of the barrel. Niggas, they're finished, man. Most Jakes, they can't fucking rub two pains together, man. And why is that? Or even if, let's just say, for instance, they are making money. There's a lot of Jakes jobs. Nonetheless, they don't have life. So the scriptures is our life, man. They're dry bones, as the scriptures say. I got a precept for you. You got to remember. This is what we want to do.
He says, seeing that there shall be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of the Most High, I also will forget thy children.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we find ourselves in this predicament, because it was a time, you see, the Lord, he turned his face against us, man. He turned his back on us because he couldn't behold the wicked shit that we're doing. It was at point in time that our whole nation had a tight connection with the Lord, you see. But the people, whose responsibility was uphold the law, which was our men, we fell off, man. We fell off, starting with our kings that that start having us do wickedness, man. You know? Soon after we got delivered out of Egypt, and tell you that the children of Israel did wickedness as soon as they got the land, man. Because they didn't kill them fucking heathens, man. That was supposed to get purged out the land. So therefore, what is Jake? They see that, they see them temples, those altars, they say, look, I want to do that. Fuck being an Israelite, I want to be a Hamite.
Like when we went into the land of Canaan, that's why the Most High said, kill everything, burn their idols, and kill every last one of them, and take the women that have not been defiled with men, and kill the ones that have been, and kill the men, you know, because therefore you put evil away from the same. Because you got to understand that our people, Jake, they're envious type people. Whenever they see the other nations doing, then they want to follow suit behind them. Same thing here in Babylon, man. You got Jake that's trying to be part of the corporate living. With a suit and tie, man. They call it a woman's suit. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 8, and I'm starting 11. It says, because sinners against the evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the Son of Men is fully setting them to do evil.
Right, because somebody can sit there and do wickedness, especially our people. They'll commit adultery, they'll sell drugs, or they'll do drugs. And because the hammer doesn't come down on them, then they just keep doing it. You know? But the Lord, it says speedily. Just because it's not speedy in the minds of men, does that mean that the judgment won't come? No, it's coming. And it's going to be horrific, man. Because the times we enter into, man, these niggas, it's about to be blood everywhere.
Hey,
blood and guts.
We just saw judgment on our way to
yeah,
north.
yeah. Tornado.
We walked past a tornado ground. I've never seen a tornado actually after it hit. Man, we went through that little section, man. It was these trailers flipped over, houses, roofs came off. The Edomites was out there slaving, man, sick. And still they proud. They still believe in a
You could
bright
tell
day.
while they was trying to clean up that they were still proud in their face. Like Esau, he in his mind, he was scoffing at the Most High. He like, you know, fuck God, I hate you.
We just gonna build another
Yeah, we
house.
just gonna build it back.
You can tear this down. Haha.
But you know what? Pretty soon, all y'all motherfuckers, y'all just gonna die, man.
Right. Right.
A tornado is the last thing that you have to fucking worry about, man. Because the Lord gonna raise up men with spiritual powers to fucking destroy you, man.
That's right.
Because he's putting these judgments back in the earth. Because this scriptures that we're reading out of is gonna be established again. It's not gonna be no fucking United States penal code ruling the earth, man. Whatever inventions come out the so-called white man ruling the earth. It's gonna be these law, statutes, and commandments, man. So you got more on your precept,
Yep.
my lawyer?
Yep, Khan, it says here, and though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it should be well with him that fear the Most High,
Right.
which fear before him.
So it's only gonna go well at the end when it's all said and done with those that fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And the fear of the Lord begins with getting this knowledge, man. Getting this wisdom. You know? You got a precept?
Go ahead.
This is
This is to back you up. This is Zephaniah 1:12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leave.
Damn, so the Lord, he's searching right now because the man of the Lord is bringing out the truth. So his spirit is searching out our nation to see who bears that standard for him, who is really about this knowledge. Because the reason why he has to separate between the wicked and the righteous, because the righteous is going to get their reward and the wicked is going to get their reward. Which the reward of wickedness is going to be nuclear missiles, man. But nuclear missiles ain't sitting on a shelf somewhere just to look pretty. Just to be in the museum and say, look, this is how these almost got shot off. It was almost World War III. No, it is going to be World War III, man. You know? Go ahead.
That say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
Right, so that's what these people think. And our Jake thinks that. They think, oh, you know, Lord, he knows, because they can't see. See, Jake in their mind, all they see is, you know, their next paycheck, going to work, Instagram, trying to be a fucking Instagram comedian. Go ahead, read that precept again.
All right,
That's
this
a
is
good- that's a good
Zephaniah
verse.
1:12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that
Hey,
are
no
settled
pictures, man.
on their
No
leave,
pictures.
that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
Right. So the Lord, He's searching this out. You know, He's searching out our nation.
Take a picture.
He's
Take a picture of that.
You know what? He's looking at our inward man. He's looking at our spirits.
Hey, get that fat bitch on
Because
camera.
our spirits,
Hey, you caught up fat fucking ass, man. Get that fucking ass on camera, man.
Get ready for
Hey,
slavery.
you so-called white people, you gonna be
Get
the
ready for
monuments
slavery.
on the planet Earth, man, all right? You gonna be the zookeepers. You gonna be the zoos and the monuments that we make fun of you. Our kids gonna have real little kids and walking you around on chains. Man.
That's right.
right.
Bunch of fucking devils.
Right. These devils, man, they proud. This is a prime example of why the Lord have to judge this place. It's
Here these
because-
motherfuckers do all types of meth, but yet they scoffing at the men of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
Salakia.
Yeah, that's why these people got to get judged. So we just get judged.
Okay, this is Zephaniah 1 and 12. And this shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leaves, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
Yeah, so the Lord, he's searching out our people, man, with this truth, man. Because he has the prophets out here, and he set up the YouTube so people can come and look at it. So then, based upon their interaction and their first reaction and how they react to it, and what they decide to do from that point on when they hear the truth, is that's how he searches you out.
Spirit bear
And
witness
then
with
from
the
the time you hear, you have a choice. You have the choice whether to get right or to fucking not listen. And once the Lord has searched out your spirit, and you done chose to be rebellious, you're gonna get the hammer of the Lord, which is written up in the scriptures, man. Plagues, death, martial law. You're getting your fucking head cut off, man. Brutally, with a fucking machete, man. You think the fucking cartel does some damage? That's coming to America. Beheadings, okay? Getting stomped out. People gonna be stampeding out of place. Imagine a heavily populated area when some shit hits the fan, right? You're gonna have people running to try to get to safety. But there's gonna be no safety. But the people in the front of the line gonna get fucked up because they just gonna run over their ass. You always see that in these different films and shit when somebody gets stampeded. It actually happened out there, what they call it, the pilgrimage to Mecca and shit. The fucking Arabs, something happened to where they stampeded. They just walked over motherfuckers. They said, fuck it, man. You know? I believe like a building fell or something, then people just started running. Motherfuckers was getting stomped over, man.
Hey, can I say something, brothers?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, that's another thing too, man. This is why America got to be destroyed. I'm looking at this McDonald's, man. You got fucking cheesy bacon fries. Like, what the hell is that about? Cheesy bacon fries, like cheese fries ain't enough. You got to put bacon on this shit.
Right.
Out of all the shit in the world, you got to put bacon on it.
Yeah, the big, that's
Loaded baked potato. It got bacon bits.
Yeah, that's a delicacy here in this
But
society.
they want
Bacon.
they know that you're going off by eating pork, so they just put pork on every goddamn thing.
And to show you how
So
low
they
and
go together.
right.
And to show you how low and defiled the place is, because the pig is like one of the lowest animals that you. That's a clean animal, man. But like the brother said, that's a delicacy here in Babylon. That shrimp, catfish, lobster.
Yeah.
Like people really like bottom feeders, and they wonder why the ocean is so damn dirty. Because you're getting all the bottom feeders out.
cancer too. Because those type of foods, they lead to all types of
Have
different
toxins in them.
diseases and so forth, man. It basically destroys your body because your body was never meant to consume it in the first place.
That's like putting poison. That's like getting a lethal injection, man. It's a slow death.
Right.
They say that if you eat pork, they say that you got the toxicity in your blood. Activated.
Yeah, it's like eating a salad sprinkled with cyanide or some shit like that. Sprinkle a little rat poison on top of your food every time. That's what you doing when you do these abominations, man. Because they weren't meant for our consumption, and that's why this world, it lacks discernment, it lacks judgment, because they don't bring out these scriptures, man.
What's that scripture that talks about because the law was like them for unrighteous
That's
judgment?
Habakkuk 1 and 4. You can hit that, brother, if you want.
Well, I know you brothers say precept. You got a precept.
got one that
It's Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knows his owner, and the ass is Israel does not know, my people do not consider.
That's right. Israel doesn't know. They don't know their power, man. You ask Israel, okay, who do you serve? God. But what God? God is like a colloquial term meant to represent an entity. What entity are you? You don't know.
It's many
They
gods.
make fun of us, but yet these.
It's many gods. Which one?
Yeah, I like.
Funny.
Yeah. You know, they don't know what they're about. They don't know. Well, I should say they don't know what this truth is about. You know, they don't know what truly life is about, man.
That's
You know,
right there.
they don't
Coming.
know. Our people don't
That
know.
Saturn
They're lost.
missile.
And the ox and the ass are two unintelligent animals,
You and you,
quote unquote.
you gonna get the missiles, man. All you.
But
so-
nonetheless,
you and that little.
even though they're considered dumb, they still know who their master is. And Israel doesn't know. They claim there was a report that came out that said a couple of years ago. It said the black woman is the most educated demographic in America. But she still don't know who the fuck her head is, man. You ask the black woman, is a man supposed to be in charge of you? She'll say, hell the fuck no. She might just throw her drink on you for asking that.
On one hand, they claim they understand that, but then at the same time, they retract on this thing. A woman retracts on that. Like, she can know you're supposed to be the head spiritually, but she'll retract on it by her actions. Her words can say it, but her actions will show you that she don't believe that you're her head. Because no matter how harsh the judgment comes down on her for being out of order, she's supposed to be hurt to go, you know what did I do to this man to get overly vexed with me? They don't know how to cover their own shame.
All sinful nation, a people laden with
Right, the
iniquity.
Lord said y'all are sinful, man. Because Jake is full of iniquity. They're full of breaking these commandments, man. You know? You got our women, they like to dye their hair blonde, which is a sin of leprosy. They giving themselves a fucking unclean look to look like the fucking white man. Which that's unclean, man. According to the scriptures, but they want to do that all the fuck day. That's why we're gonna see a lot of blonde hair in the fucking streets with a head attached to it, no body. Okay? We're gonna see a lot of fucking bitches with green hair, and it's just her head with no fucking body. Okay?
Right. Oh, I got.
Because,
No, I was gonna say I got a testimony of that yesterday. It was this chick. She was walking and she was like, "Yeah, my hair used to be red, but now it turned bright orange."
right.
I'm like, okay, like what's the whole point? I'm like, you put that bullshit in your hair, and the dye is showing you that it's not subjected to your scalp, to your spirit, because it's turning colors. Like, why would you put something on your head that's gonna turn colors, man? That's idiocracy.
Because
That's
they
retarded.
bleach their hair before they put that coloring in it, and then it just goes back to the bleach color. Which the Lord gave you that color, dummy. You think our women gonna have fucking blonde hair in the kingdom, man? They ain't gonna have no fucking blonde hair. Teal hair, purple hair. It's because they hate themselves, man. And really, our women, they like to follow trends, so they're followers. If they see a Instagram model doing it, then they just want to do it. Without no regard or discretion for, okay, well, man, why should I do it? So on and so forth. Or how is this going to affect me? You know? They just fucking do it because they see somebody else do it. Your parents used to ask you back in the day, well, because you would make an excuse like, oh, well, such and such did it. They said, if everybody jump off the mountain, would you do it? They don't, Jake don't have that type of discretion, man. So what can you do with a people like that? You gotta fucking kill them. That's what you gotta do. Go ahead, bro.
A seed of evildoers, children that are corrupted. They have forsaken Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel to anger and gone away backwards.
On the way backwards. See, like Jacob used the phrase, that's ass backwards, man.
Yeah, that's our people.
That's Jake as a people, though. They ass fucking backwards, man. They going reverse on fucking 435, man. You know what I'm saying? On the dangerous highway, here it is, you going 80 miles per hour backwards, man. You eventually gonna car wreck, man.
In Chicago, this is highway. It's called 294. It leads you to the west side. when I was living out there, at least twice a week, a car used to get into an accident going the wrong way. And there was always a dumbass Jake, Issachar right there. You know how like you got this road going here? They're coming this way on a lane that's going from the east.
Before that stupid ass.
And then you got people that used to hop in front of the elk. People jump off the tracks and jump in front of the elk. Man, it's a rap with that. Every week, every day I used to come home from work to be at least one fatality a day. What?
What's up?
Fire's
Nuclear
gonna
missiles,
rain from the
nuclear
skies.
missiles, Nuclear fire.
Missiles. You
Nuclear
see what's
fire.
happening in Russia?
Yeah.
From Russia, China, the other nations.
North Korea.
All of them.
All of them.
You watch
All
the
of them.
news, don't you? You see it happening, don't you? You see it's coming to pass. You see the tension between
Which news are you watch? You watch Fox News? You watch CNN?
He watched that.
What
Fox.
about alternative news?
You watch
You
RT?
watch alternative media? You like who? NPR?
Hey.
Go to RT News.
And watch Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera, man. Watch Al Jazeera News.
Because basically, look, you watch the news, but you don't understand. You don't know what the fuck. You don't know what's going on. No, you don't know. If you can't put, look, you can't put two.
You just mad because your ass going down, man.
Piece
You know,
of
right
shit.
when the light reads.
Let's show you how these crackers are.
See, he was trying to hide his hatred, right?
Yeah, he was trying to hide
He was
that.
dialoguing with him, and when I called him out for not knowing shit, oh, I don't know, no.
But you know why he said something? You know why he called everything else out? He called that out because they see the tensions now, man. They know that
he
these
knows.
places- Yeah, he knows.
At the same time, though, he might just be a dumbass.
He looks like that fucking Great American dude. That Great American dude that be dancing with the bow tie on.
Hey, you know what?
You stirring up the spirits, man.
After brothers,
Oh, that's gonna happen out here.
brothers get some precepts on spiritual power. They can, what is it, Jeremiah 16?
16.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Verse 5. Why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more.
Right, and that's Jake's mentality. It's like, it gets to the point when you give a kid, he's so fucking bad, you whooping his ass, it's like, damn, this motherfucker, he never learns. I whoop his ass, then he just go back to doing what he's doing. So it's like, you can't reform him. Because the whole point of getting struck and getting reprimanded on things is so you can change. That behavior that's within you, that's negative, can come out of you, and you realize it within yourself. But Israel don't got that mentality, man. Israel been getting hit with fucking tornadoes recently. But niggas been losing their jobs, you know, their women leaving them. Niggas getting put to death. They on drugs, selling drugs. But yet they refuse to hearken to the Lord, man. So then the ultimate form, the ultimate penalty is the death penalty. That's what you're gonna fucking get. The worst criminals, quote unquote, in Esau's penitentiary system, when they can't be reformed, in certain states they get put to death. There's certain states they can't do it, but you know what? We going back to the death penalty, man. Yahweh Shem Shai is about that. He deals with death.
The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint.
Right, the whole head is sick because are going into our leaders, the leaders of our nation, right? So the leaders of our nation, you look at niggas like Reverend Al Sharpton.
You know he was black? Did you know he was black? Did you know he was a black man? Did you know that? Okay. Yeah, Jews are black people. Damn dummy.
He looked like a old lesbian.
Zip code is 52.
Yeah, you right in the middle of it.
Yeah, right in the middle, bro. This is Jeremiah 16 and 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers.
Right, the Lord said he's going to send many fishers. Because the work that we're doing, we're casting the net out. Casting a spiritual net. So that brothers that can hearken and then in turn repent, that's who it's for. That's what we're doing it for. See? Go ahead, bro.
Said the Lord, and they shall fish them.
And they shall fish them, which we're actively fishing for this.
And after will I send for many hunters.
Man, so afterwards, those same fishers are going to become hunters, man. And those hunters are going to be jacking you fucking Edomites up, man. All you Edomites living in society, you oppress our people, you about to get put to death, man.
That's right.
By the men of the Lord, man. We're not living in a time of playing fucking games. We're living in a time of America being destroyed, man.
Right, bro.
You fucking people, you're so proud. You get, just because you know what I'm saying, you got a fucking nice car, you got a good job, all this bullshit, you think you got food in your stomach, you think that you untouchable. You see? That's what happens when you accumulate certain wealth and so forth. You feel invincible. You feel like you're on top of the world. But the Lord, He gonna take you off that fucking high horse, man. Pursuant to these scriptures, the men of the Lord is gonna do that in the ultimate fashion. Of course, the judgment will be up to the Lord. Many people will die by the Lord's hands directly, because He gonna have the spirit on people to kill each other. He's gonna have the spirit to wild animals to fuck people up. There's gonna be natural disasters, earthquakes, tornadoes, and different things. But another thing people gotta worry about is the spiritual powers of the Lord. And they showed you that in the film Brightburn, man. That film Brightburn, that's about the men of the Lord. You couldn't see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it too.
That, look, you people, you got something to worry about, man. We're talking about men with supernatural powers. Because the Lord, He has a counteraction He has the counterbalance to all the weapons and martial arts training that you think that you got down pat, right? You got a nigga, he think he the next Bruce Lee. No, he gonna when we get some spiritual powers,
And you go get that.
I wouldn't even
You go get that Julio Doris treatment.
Yeah.
Man. You gonna get
stumped out. By men, because that whole concept of like, like the X-Men, they got these different superhero comics. It's because the ordinary man, they fantasize about their limitations. Because basically, like the average, let's just say, just men in general, you got the ability to say, if you're trained to the utmost, you can fight, you can disarm somebody. You know what I'm saying? You can learn tactics with the knife and so forth. But that's why, in their imagination, they always thought, okay, what if those limitations were pushed?
Oh my God, they multiplied.
What if these men could all of a sudden fly? What if a man could all of a sudden shoot fire down the sky? He could shoot laser beams out his eyes, man. And this is exactly what the Lord is going to do. He's going to turn up our spirits, man. He's going to turn up the limitations. There's going to be no limits. He's going to break the meter, so to speak,
It's like the precepts you brought out.
You got, can you get Micah the 4th chapter where it said, they shall be among. Wait, you got one?
He had one.
Go ahead.
This is Psalm 144, verse 1.
Damn.
Blessed be Yahweh, my strength, which teacheth my hands to war,
Right.
and my fingers to fight. My goodness and my fortress, my high tower, and my deliverer, my shield, and he in whom I trust.
Right. So read the first part again, bro.
Blessed be Yahweh, my strength, which teacheth my hands to war.
Right, Yahweh teach hold on, stop right there. Yahweh, He's gonna teach our hands to war. He's gonna teach us ways how to break men's down, man. Because all of a sudden, when the spirit of the Lord hits you, like give it like the account of Samuel, you might as well get that too. Find that Judges, the account of Samuel when he slayed Philistines in 15. One of you brothers look it up. I'll have Riley brother read that.
It says, and teacheth my hands to war, and my fingers to fight.
And our fingers to fight. So we're gonna, the Lord, He's the one that put the spirit on all our ancient forefathers to slay all these different people. Because it's one thing to be taught in the ways of war by man. Let's say the Lord directly teach you. And it's not gonna be, we're not gonna be in the studio somewhere, and, He send an angel down, we train this shit. You know what I'm saying? No, it's gonna happen in an instant. It's gonna happen instantly. Because look, the whole concept of teaching, right? You learn something by studying.
You're learning it
and
now.
it enters into your person, so therefore you can mimic it. That whole process of learning something is gonna be instant. You're gonna bam, and then you're just gonna have it, man.
Oh, well,
Just like in the Matrix.
check this out, right? They're talking about this brain chip that is going to be deployed. They say the next 20 years, which is BS. But they say that this chip will allow you to learn anything you want in an instant. It's like an algorithm being downloaded into your mind drive. Because your mind is basically a hard drive. It's a computer. And the Lord, he taps into that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the ultimate programmer. So when we get the spiritual power, it's going to come at a sudden. It's going to be like an unlocked potential. Like I said in a video earlier this week, it's kind of like when you play video games, in order to unlock certain perks, you got to get to a certain level.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the Lord just going one day, you're just gonna have the ability to just use it. It's not gonna be without a doubt. You ain't gonna question yourself and say, "Hey, can I jump off this building here?" You just gonna know you can do it.
Right.
It's like swimming. Swimming comes with confidence. You know, that's where the spiritual power is gonna come from. Through belief, like Yahweh Shai said. He said, "With your faith, you can move. Faith is a mustard seed, you can move mountains." You know, so it starts with faith.
That's right. Because it all starts with faith, because, you know, if you don't have the faith, then basically the Lord won't deal with you. If you don't have the faith to do what, if you don't have the faith to believe in the Lord's work, then he's not going to hand the spiritual powers out to you, and you're going to be left out. You know? And most of these people, that's why they're going to get destroyed, because they have no belief, they have no faith. Found it, brother?
Bring that up.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 37. For with Yahweh, nothing shall be impossible.
Man, nothing is impossible with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Nothing. Like literally nothing. You can do anything. Give you the power to call down a lightning bolt and hit somebody with a lightning from the skies, man. Imagine that type of power. One of our forefathers, our spiritual leader, Elijah, when men was pursuing him, he called on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. He said, if I be a man of the Lord, let the fire rain upon him. And guess what? Fire rained upon their ass, man. Because he was a man of the Lord, man.
Right.
So that means he had the faith. He was practicing the commandments, and through everything, he stayed and hold on to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
He believed.
He believed, man. So therefore, through that belief, the Lord dealt with him, man. He did amazing works. You know? Which one you got?
Hey, you hold to the mark. You hold back. I got you.
Oh, yeah. Read yours first, then we go to that path.
Let's do it in order, man. Well, we can take precepts first, then let them jump around. You got it. Go ahead. You got your precepts.
Yeah.
All right, bring it out. All right. Okay, you got something.
No, I was gonna say if you got something for me to get, get it.
I just got two precepts I want to read.
Go ahead, yeah.
This is Mark 11:23. It says, for verily I say unto you, that whosoever should say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith.
Man, if you believe in it, that's how it comes. And our belief is being shown right now through the constant act of prophesying, through the constant act of calling on the Lord in our times of trouble. You know, we're showing our belief right now. So then once our belief is tested to a certain degree, to the time of Jacob's trouble, the Lord is going to give brother spiritual powers, man. That's what it's all about, is to believe. You know?
They're coming, man, because like I said, I had a testimony this week, man. I went into a hotel lobby, and as I walked out, Ishmael, he was kind of vexing my spirit, and I walked out the door, the whole hotel was black, flickered on. Then when I got back to my other room on the other side, I walked through the door and shut it, lights flickered off and on, man. It rained.
That's right. It's going to be there. It's going to be at that level, man. You know? Because basically these people, man, they got it out for us, man. These people have it out for us. So we need the power. We need the power to destroy these fucking people, man. Because how many men do you think we could run through on our own? Of all the millions and millions of people on this earth, man. One man can't take out an army by himself unless he got spiritual powers. Go ahead and read.
This is Judges 15:16. And Samson said with a jawbone of an ass, heap upon heaps, with the jawbone, with the jaw of an ass I have slain 1,000 men.
So going to
Go
what,
ahead. Speak.
and it said he used the jawbone of an ass. He didn't use a sword. He could have easily used a sword if it was given to him, but he used the jawbone of an ass, showing you the power of the Heavenly Father. That's like somebody using a book bag to take out 500 men or something. Exactly.
It says, and Samson said, with the jawbone of an ass, heaps upon heaps. With the jaw of an ass I have slain 1,000 men.
Man, so 1,000 men. Imagine that. That's pretty much all the people that we looking at right now. And this, what we looking at now, probably is not numbered in the thousands. You know, 1,000 men. That's a small army right there. You know, I'm sure do you know the size of like a battalion? Like, what would be 1,000 men? So basically, that's a large force. 1,000 people come against you, and you a regular dude. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do, man.
This is the book of Psalm 68:20. It says, "He that is our power is the power of salvation, and unto the Most High, the Lord belongs the issues of death."
Alright, so to the Lord, it belongs to mission of death. So if he wants to raise up one man to kill 1,000 people, he's going to do that. And that's what he's going to do. It's going to be a small amount versus a great force, because the Lord deals like that. He deals like that. When you go into Gideon and the 300 men, they didn't have to lift up a sword at that time, but through their cunning, through the Lord dealing with them, he set it up to where a whole army, they started killing each other. And then they were disbanded. But it was only 300 of them against a host. We're talking thousands of men. Scriptures say Saul has slain his thousands, but David his tens of thousands, man.
That's right.
Tens of thousands of men. You know?
I got to precept another one. This is Wisdom of Solomon 11, and I'm going to start at verses of 13. It says here, "For when they heard by their own punishments the other to be benefited, they had some feelings of the Lord. But for whom they rejected with scorn, when he was long before thrown out the casting forth of the infants, him in the end, when they saw what came to pass, they admired. But for the foolish devices of their wickedness, wherewith being deceived, they worship serpents void of reason, and vile beasts, and thou didst send a multitude of unreasonable beasts upon them for vengeance, that they may know that wherewithal a man sinneth, by the same also shall he be punished. For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form, when it not means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions, or unknown wild beasts full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes."
Man, so that's fearsome judgment. And that's why they all see Hollywood, they constantly come out with these movies to depict actually what's going to take place on the earth. There's going to be beasts that are alive.
Hey man, don't put us on camera.
Let that be a curse to you, all right? You in that car, let that be Shahal Bashim Yahushua, Shalak, Rayim, Abad, to everybody in that car, man. Because, hey, the Most High is getting ready to jack Kansas City up, man. Because you people in Topeka, Kansas, you never seen the multitude. You've seen the prophets out here, but you didn't see it growing in numbers, man. My brother's going to start coming out here prophesying, doing the work, putting you people on edge. Because you can see the dismay in their face, man. They're like, oh my God. You know, because they think what we do is a damn joke. Like what that damn devil just say. He just said, I'm not standing out here looking stupid like you guys. But we gonna see how stupid your ass is when you start to slow something, when the mission comes, man. And that's the spirit that we're reading these scriptures, because the Most High is gonna put a special spirit on his men to withstand the judgments out here, because you people are gonna get jacked up. You're gonna be getting FEMA camps, you're gonna get ICBM nuclear missile fire, you're gonna be getting wild beasts, you're gonna be putting you're gonna get the chips. You're gonna be killing each other in these class riots, these race riots. Because have you Edomites, you're just a payday from being evicted any damn way, man. All right, and I wanted to finish this
Said
precept.
most Americans check.
God. And it says here, whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroy them. So you people gonna drop dead off the fear of these wild beasts out here, man.
That's right.
You think that you could walk and get in your car every single day and go to your little BS jobs like everything is gonna be good and dandy? A goddamn tornado just hit Kansas, man. Put a lot of you Edomites out of commission. What make you think it's gonna stop it from happening here? And also, hey, they did an Ebola drill down there in Springfield, Missouri, Wednesday. I was just out there last Friday. They doing a Ebola drill out there now, man. And it's no coincidence that they put this new movie on National Geographic called Hot Zone, which deals with the Ebola virus. And the bitch said it in the movie. She said, look, one thing about Ebola, she says that once it comes to pass and it goes away, it reforms to something new, a different virus. It's a different strain of it every time. So therefore, they ain't got the patent for it, so to speak. So this whole measles outbreak shit, that can very well turn into Ebola, man. So what the hell you think gonna happen in Babylon the Great? This once prominent society that you people once lived and gloried by, this society that you looked down on Negroes, hung us from trees, fed us to gators, etc. You people only got a half a second to live out your BS lives, man. And we're out here to be a witness to your downfall, man. So call her lawyer, Hawabah Shimmy Shai, for raising this province up to see the downfall of you people, because the Lord is hearing our prayers, man. We've been praying the Lord to send a curse on Kansas City, and he's doing it, man. That's right. This place is finished, man. And all you people in Kansas City, Topeka, Kansas City, Kansas, the state of Missouri, you're gonna fucking die. That's right, man. You're gonna die, all right? Because, hey, through the Spirit, outside of you brothers and your families, I don't see nobody making it out of here, bro. Because how long you been out here doing the work? You came up to Tennessee 5 years. And niggas walk by talking shit, man.
They got another thing coming. As the old saying goes, you know, they live their life thinking they're gonna do their own wickedness, man. No, you got another thing coming, man.
That's right, bro.
You gonna be fucking going to Chick-fil-A forever, man? Hell no, you gonna fucking put to death.
And it's to the point, bro, like, y'all saw that movie called Traffic? Yeah, you should watch that movie, man. It's about traffic, man. It had that cool nigga, Omar Epps, and it had some Manasseh bitch in there. Yeah, could have been Ephraim, but basically, they went to a little town like this, a little hick town, and basically, man, they got targeted. Because what happened was, the chick went in the bathroom, and it was like a woman, she was a trafficker, she got trafficked, and she was a meth head, so she put a phone in a chick's purse. So therefore they could track it. So when they got to this little resort, this little house, the chick popped up at the door like, oh my bad, I put my phone in your purse. Because our handlers was out there. They said, look, give us the phone, we won't kill you. But the dumb people, my bitch, wanted to try to save the girl and go in there and try to call the cops. Therefore she got her husband put to death, man. And there's gonna be a lot of that happening in Babylon, man. Trafficking, women gonna be getting snatched up, organ harvesting. That's big in Chicago. Organ harvesting shit, man. Hey, a nigga turn up dead a day out there. You notice white people don't turn up dead for organ harvesting. Jake, why is that? Because they were the superior race.
Yeah, they want those organs. Yeah. They want those superior genes.
Yeah, you don't want to get some hook-nosed Edomite bitch and get out organs like, why would you want a recessive monkey for, man? Because, hey, through genetics, recessive traits have they're not necessarily always weaker, but recessive genes are more vulnerable to shit, man. Like, they can't deal with sunlight. Like, they're recessive Edomites, man. That's why they got blonde hair and blue eyes. We're dominant people. That's why we have darker hair, darker eyes, man. We're able to procreate, we're able to stand in the sun. You know?
This is 1 Samuel 18:7. It says, and the women answered one another as they played and said, Saul hath slain his thousands, and David his 10,000.
His thousands and David his 10,000, man. King David was a man of the Lord. He was a warrior, man. But the Most High said, look, you can't build the temple because you got too much blood in your hands, man. That's how many men you killed. And this was a man after the Most High's own heart, man. So once you Christians breaking that down, how many men David slayed? But I thought the Lord was all PC, right? You people only know one speed, and it's not balanced, man. The Lord is coming back as the same vengeful power that he was 5,000 years ago when he destroyed Egypt. the type of tornadoes that we seen on a small scale, that's the power we serve, man. That fucks shit up, man. Because he's been long suffering. Like the Most High said, he said, I will scream like a travailing woman, then I should devour at once, man. Because it's gonna get to the point that the Most High gonna be like, I can't take it no more, man. You know how when you deal with somebody that vexes your spirit and you just can't take it? You wanna just put hands on them, you're just like, the Most High is getting to that point with you people. And he's gonna start with Jake first, man. With you 2/3. Starting in the truth, man. You guys that ain't right, that's out here like your man of the Lord. Out here sitting up here trying to heap disciples to yourselves, man. Playing games with the word of the Most High. Being the fucking nigga, the fraud niggas, man. Have bad behavior, because the scriptures tell you, man, you gotta be in good report with the elders in order for you to even be out there speaking, man. The frauding brothers. It's a lot of you guys like that in the truth, man. The Most High will stump your asses out. These little maggots out here that you see, these people, they're low level, man. The Most High can get them when he wants you. He wants you thugs, man. You Israelites, man. The one that's calling yourselves men of the Lord, man. The Most High gonna stump your ass out.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead, finish reading that.
That was it on that.
You got something, brother?
Get that.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 35, verse 4. Say to them that are of a fearful heart.
Like, you see these fucking devils, man? You see the hatred they got? Just pay attention to the spirit. These people are full of fucking hate.
That's right.
And they know that, man. They know that. Yeah, you full of hate, because if you did, your bitch ass would have said nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? There you go. That's how it's going to sound when a missile hits you, too. Basically, these devils are full of fucking hatred, man. They know who the Hebrew Israelites are. Because all these maggots out here, they watch the news. They seen that whole uproar about the whole CNN and the Hebrew Israelites and the MAGA hat-wearing devils. They know about that. That's why they looking at it some type of way. But yet, they can spew that bullshit, and when they get called out for it, they have a fucking problem with it. You know?
I say something, brother.
Yeah, you got it.
Now the brother, the goddamn cracker said, if you don't like America, to get out. This ain't your land, fucking cracker. You stole it. No, this ain't y'all land. They think this is their land because they've been in rulership for so long, but this ain't your land. Y'all stole this land.
Right. Yeah, this land belongs to the Gadites, man. So-called Native American Indians, man. You devils, there shouldn't be a place named District of Columbia, New York, New Hampshire. All those was names of devils, man, because Esau came over here and conquered the people and gave those lands his names, man. As the scriptures say, he called the lands after his own name. So he would go and conquer a land like that faggot Alexander. That's why you have a such thing as Alexandria, Egypt, because he named that city after himself.
We see we got Alexandria, Virginia too in there.
Yeah. And with proves he was an Edomite because Philip the Macedonian, he was what's another name? Agagite, man. Agagite, yup. And that proves that Esau, and that's why he took the Apocrypha out the Bible, because he know that it reveals his ass, man. Because why do these devils put Alexander the Creep on a pedestal? They didn't believe he was their people, which proves that the white man are the biblical Edomites. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do a trace of the lineage, you could trace Alexander's origin all the way back into the 5 duchies of Edom, man. Because you got to understand that Amalek was the grandson of Esau. And you can trace that lineage all the way back to the so-called Edomites, man. They know that. You know, but that's neither here nor there. But the point that the brother said, that you devils stole the land of America, man. So won't you get the hell out? This ain't your damn land. But hey, you can have it, man, because you've already put your defiled paws on this place. When you step foot over here during the time of the conquest of Columbus in the 1400s, you didn't defile this whole land just by even being over here. Because what, you brought the common cold, you brought the fog, you brought measles, you brought all types of shit, man. God wasn't getting sick. Let me pass this to this brother. God wasn't getting sick off that because God believed in a land Sabbath and dealing with the herbs, man.
Right. Yeah.
They showed you devils on how to deal with the herbs, man, because you brought all types of diseases over there from fucking Europe, man.
Yeah, those boats that they came on was infested with rats. That's the reason why rats are in America to this day.
They said that the boats was equivalent to the slave ship that they came to be on, man. That's how filthy they are.
Yeah, because
You can drink out the streams, the rivers and stuff. And when Esau got over here, now it's all polluted and shit.
Yeah, over there in Bridgeport, Puerto Rico. Like, because gold, it purifies, man. Like you was able to get a
That's
couple
what
of
filter.
Yeah, you can drink out of the fucking ocean, man.
Right. And if you notice, like, if you ever watch any of those films on like the gold rush and shit, a lot of the gold deposits would be by creeks and rivers and so forth, and they would have to siphon out the gold from different rivers. You know, a lot of the times they're in mountains, but a lot of times it's also by rivers. The Lord placed it there naturally to filter things out in the spirit. You know.
There's minerals in there too. It's in the water.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 35, verse 4. Say to them that are fearful, that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your Yahweh will come with vengeance, even Yahweh with a recompense. He will come and save you.
Right, so the Lord is going to come save us, man. He's going to come save us. That's why the Lord said we don't need to be fearful in all these different situations we get in. You know? The reason being is because He delivers His people out of all of them. When our people cried unto the Lord in the wilderness, what did He do? He gave them oil everywhere. Even though they were scoffing, He gave them exactly what they wanted. He said, look, you're tired of you can say, you want meat. So you know what? The Lord gave them. Oppression of the Egyptians, which were the fucking Hamites, dark skinned, fucking Nilotic, whatever the fuck. Those people, the Lord deliver us out of their hand. The Lord deliver us from the bastards, man. So likewise, just going based upon the Lord, his accountability, and what he the past things that he did for our people, that should give you faith. That should make you believe. You gotta meditate on it if you're in a jam or you're in a situation. Oh, the Lord, you know, he saved King David out of many situations. So what's different about my situation? You know? He delivered our people during the time of Queen Esther, so to speak. Man. Why? Because they believed in him. So therefore, he's gonna make good on it this time. It's no different this time.
Right, he didn't deliver by no damn woman, man. She was just on the throne by default due to Xerxes, man. Because you got to understand that the Most High raised up Mordecai, the Jew, which was a Benjamite, to deliver the children of Israel by delivering Hagan and Agagite to fucking Xerxes, man.
Yeah. So like, it's just an example. Different times when our people was in trouble, that the Lord came through. You know, through men or even times supernaturally, man. Like Elijah, he confounded the prophets of Baal, man. He said, if your God be real, call unto him to let your sacrifice on fire, man. Them motherfuckers going crazy, cutting themselves, crying to the heavens, trying to get that burnt offering lit, and they couldn't do it. Why? Because who they called on was fake. That was a fake God. See, our God is a real God. It's a real power. It's a living power. Scriptures say it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. But he's a living power. He's not dead. He's not a figment of men's imagination, as many of these Edomites would like you to believe. Oh, men came up with God. You know? No, men didn't come up with the Most High. The Most High made you. You think you just sprouted out of nowhere like Esau got the billions of years ago due to random events, due to the Big Bang, the earth suddenly formed, man. No, it didn't happen like that. How about Yahushua created this earth within 7 days of his time, which would be 1,000 years, you know?
I got that what you was talking about, this book of 2 Maccabees 2, and I'm going to start at verses 9. It says, and it was also, matter of fact, declared that he being wise offered a sacrifice of dedication in the finishing of the temple. And as when Moses prayed unto the Lord, the fire came down from heaven and consumed the sacrifices. Even so prayed Solomon also, and the fire came down from heaven and consumed the burnt offerings.
Man, hey, that's power right there, man. Oh. Pretty soon the Lord, he got to show things like that. Look, all the things written in the scriptures, the miraculous events, things that you be shocked at, you can't even believe. Most people can't believe. It's something that you never seen before that's coming back. All these things we read about, it's about to come back in a big way. Just like the Lord said, there is no new thing under the sun.
That's right.
All the things in the past is coming back, man. Because basically the Lord, the scriptures say about the Lord, verily thou art a power that hide thyself. He's kept himself hidden.
Right.
Because then, if you really look at it, we got a world without faith. But who created that environment? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. He made the people not to have faith.
Right.
So then, in a time of when most people don't have faith, it can be reestablished through power, through amazement, through fear, through death,
This proves it.
through miracles. Go ahead, brother.
This is 2nd Ezra 15, and I'm going to start at verses 11. It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
Right, so how about Shem Yahushua going to destroy this whole land? You're going to have rivers turning into blood, man. Creatures and animals, the plague of frogs. Like, all that's coming back.
Oh, they had a plague of that down in, I believe, what part of Florida was that? It was basically like some type of wind or a hailstorm, and it brought in these poison like little toads, man. And they was all on people's yards and pools and shit. And they was like, don't touch the toads, man, because they do some type of disease. They was letting them pop in their houses and shit.
Hey, so it's here. Look, that's a testimony that those plagues are already starting to happen, but it's gonna increase. It's gonna happen what they call the snowball effect. As the snowball as it gains momentum down the hill, it gets bigger and bigger, with more force and more impact. So when it's finally hit, it's gonna take people out.
Y'all know what's gonna be happening. Like the Most High bring the darkness, and we'll just say pitch black and everything is shut down. You're gonna have the moon in the sky, but it's not gonna give off its light, man. That's scary. Because we know that the moon brings forth its own light, right? Imagine having the sun in the sky, but it's pitch black, man. That's part of the plagues. Wasn't that part of the plagues of Egypt, the 3 days of darkness? Yeah, that's crazy. And why you think that DJ Trump signed his whole infrastructure bill into upgrading the grid, so to speak? Because they are expecting an EMP, electromagnetic pulse, which is going to disrupt all communications, man. Unless you're driving in some shit from the 60s, you ain't gonna be able to drive, man. Generators, you gonna have generators and stuff, but cars gonna be shut down.
That's
You know
the
what I'm
spirit. Jake loved them old schools today. So a lot of Jake gonna get through.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Jake gonna find a way to hotwire some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
man.
Jake always figure out a way. So, I had an old school. Now I wish I had it.
Hey, going back to that point about the Lord hiding himself, like, but you know, the nations used to fear us because of what Yahweh Shem Yahushua used to do, man. Like when we left Egypt and went into the land, but the people was trembling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, covered.
It's like, but they was trembling, man. But now these people, they see us as base men because they don't think we have a power. You know what I'm saying? That's what's really gonna come back is the fear that we put in these nations through Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
I got another precept. Your brothers got.
I got that one ready.
This is Job 18 and 14. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terror.
Bam. So they'll let you know, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You want to call the goddamn Arabs terrorists? They don't got shit on our power, man. Read that beautiful precept. That was He's the king of terrorists, man. Them fucking Al Qaeda's and all that. They don't got nothing on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You think you was scared when you seen the Arab blow up the World Trade Center? But that wasn't really the Arabs. That was really a government operation. Nonetheless, Yahweh Shem Yahushai gonna show the earth what terror is all about, man. He's gonna show you what he's about.
Job 18 and 14. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle.
Right, in confidence. He's gonna take his confidence out of you. So your confidence is completely gone when you're in a state of just being terrified. You have no hope. Go ahead, bro.
His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors.
Bam. So Esau's confidence, he trusting the gun. He think he got an AR-15 that's he's gonna kill as many niggas as possible that try to run up on him in the day of Jacob's trouble, man. You gonna take that AR-15, the Lord might have it curved and you shoot yourself with it, man. You know? The Lord, you might be shooting at somebody and the Lord take you out with a fucking giant bird or some shit.
Esau's blood. Con, and this is going back to what you were saying, Taziar, man. What your brothers going into.
Hey, them Salaki, brother. I was gonna say, cause them pterodactyls and shit, they gonna be in
Yeah, man. Going back to the precept, the brothers were speaking on how the Most High is going to be our power again, man. But this is basically going down in history. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, the first chapter, and I'm gonna start at verses 11. Matter of fact, it said I'm gonna start at verses 8. It says, "Put thou off their hair of thy head and cast all evil upon them, for they have not been obedient to my law, but it's a rebellious people." Talking about the tribes, all right?
Hey, that don't sound like nothing too Christian to me.
Right.
He said, "Cast evil upon them," man. That don't sound like all loving God to me.
Right. But it says, verse 9, it says, "But how long should I forbear them unto whom I have done so much good?"
Man, that's totally. That's where you get the concept of being ungrateful. The Lord did everything for us. And still does do everything for us. But look at Jacob.
Ungrateful, man. And it says here, "Many kings have I destroyed for their sakes. Pharaoh with his servants and all his power I have smitten them down. And all the nations I have destroyed before them. And in the east I have scattered the people of 2 provinces."
Those were great major nations, man. Egypt was powerful, man. It was powerful.
That was equivalent to America.
Yeah, same type of thing, because all the rest of the people that was around Egypt, they were scared of the Egyptians. They like, we ain't fucking with Egypt. We ain't going into Egypt. Because Egypt got the thing, they got the chariots, they had the horses, updated weaponry at the time.
A lot of outside of Egypt, they had a joint partnership with the military. It was just like the same thing now because Pharaoh all those properties.
It's basically like the ancient world concept, like NATO.
And it says here, it says, "Even of Tyrus and Sidon, and have slain all their enemies." And it says here, "Speak thou therefore unto them, saying, Thus says the Lord, I have led you through the sea, and in the beginning gave you a large and safe passage. And I gave you Moses for a leader and Aaron for a priest. I gave you light and a pillar of fire, and great wonders have I done among you, yet ye have forgotten me, says Yahweh. But thus says the Almighty Lord, the quails were as a token for you, and I gave you tents for your safeguard. Nevertheless, ye murmured there, and triumph not in my name for the destruction of your enemies, but ever to this day do ye yet murmur."
Man, to this day, man, the Lord did all these things. And you know what? Before this truth was out, Israel had that excuse for they're forsaken, they're black people, they're Africans. When you read the scriptures, you're reading about the marvelous acts of the Lord did for your forefathers, man. Which was you. So therefore, that's supposed to make people fear the Lord. And Jake doesn't have that mentality. See, they have that unclean heart. Therefore, fleshly minded than being spiritual.
It's like a woman. No matter what you do for a woman, it ain't good enough. Like with a woman, you always in a fucking doghouse. You do, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know what I mean? It's like you could take a chick on a date, your woman, and y'all get into it about something she out of order with, and she gonna find a way to know everything logical that you said and come against you, man. That's what Israel did to the Most High. They was finding looking for excuses to worship other nations, man. They wanted an excuse to like they told Moses, they said, "Had thou brought us out to the wilderness to die, you would have been better off serving bondage under the Egyptians." Man. You know?
I want to get 2nd Ezra 16 and 11.
2nd Ezra.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 11. This is Ezekiel 3 and 7. Back to what you were saying. "But the house of Israel will not hearken unto me, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted."
Jake, man, Jake is impudent and hard-hearted. Jake don't want to take correction. Going back to what the brother was saying about the judgment, when the Lord is getting ready to unleash the four-sword judgment, you got the pestilence, you got the sword judgment, you got the noisome beast, you got the dogs of terror, you got the famine, and you got the sword. The Most High is getting ready to show his true power out here, man. It's to the point like Chick-fil-A, Golden Corral, Kohl's, DXL, Men's Apparel, all this stuff gonna be shut down, man. And your local grocery like Walmart, those gonna be turned to entertainment centers, man. Entertainment centers, because notice like most Jake neighborhoods are cast outside of a natural highway or like a so to speak, railroad. What's the chances that Walmart is right off the damn highway? And they're usually built like that. Like the one on 350 in Raytown, that's right off 350, which is a highway. 40 highway, that's right off I-70. By a highway, man. They don't build these things off sheer coincidence, man.
Right. They built these highways so that they could bring in army trucks and all that. That was the only reason why they built this highway system.
Yeah, that's right.
It's strategic stuff. They built it for pedestrians with y'all cars. No, it wasn't intended.
It wasn't even intended for that. That's right, bro. Because like the scriptures tell you, was that in Ezekiel would tell you about traffic. That's another form of traffic commerce.
Highway is a modern concept. They didn't have all these highways and so forth back in the 1920s and 30s and so forth.
Yeah. But that's what you notice in Babylon. They trying to fix these highways because they know something's coming. They gotta fix these highways because they gotta start transporting this heavy equipment to it. But you notice that.
The military vehicles.
Yeah,
I see some too.
they trying to, the infrastructure's fucked up here. So they be trying to rebuild it a little bit just so they can get the right equipment in and out.
Right before you paid it was two
Hey, we at the time of the end, man. Because pretty much it's gonna be martial law out here. That's another thing you fucking devils gotta worry about. Because the United States government has no regard for you fucking people. You're considered what they call worthless eaters. Boy. There's only certain people that have sold out to the elite that they give seats for as a possibility of them even being slaves for the New World Order. Like all these politicians and shit. Like Barack Obama, he's selling out so he can be a janitor for the New World Order. That motherfucker, he ain't gonna mean nothing.
They're gonna kill him, man.
You
might
know?
have to make it to the New World Order.
Yeah. Well, at least that's what they think. That's their delusion. But when it comes to the regular, ordinary people, you're slated for death.
Right.
You're going to at least want to kill everybody in Babylon.
Hey, and when you just spoke about Obama, they got that dude Maduro down in Venezuela. They want him to be the next Obama down there. Try to get in there and smooth things out for the elites to come in and take
Are you
over.
talking about Guaido?
Guaido.
Maduro is the president right now. Guaido is the guy they want.
They want to overthrow Guaido. They want to overthrow Maduro and put Guaido in. The same thing with Bashar al-Assad, man. They want to get him up out of there. They want to put in these monkey suits, man. Because like basically Obama, man, he was really the elite's last choice. He's done everything to fulfill what's going to happen. Trump is just the sword behind it. Obama was the paperwork in the face.
Right.
Trump is the fucking force because basically Trump couldn't do nothing without Obama's policies being put in place.
All them executive orders got Obama's hand right now.
Yeah, hey, that motherfucker signed an executive order every week, man.
NDAA, all that shit that's under Obama.
National martial law.
Right.
And there was a statement he made when after he signed a certain deal. I think it was like, might have been sometime last year. He said, "This is the calm before the storm." Why did he say that? Because he knows trouble is coming, man.
Yeah, all you niggas that vote for Obama, man.
They got hoodwinked. They got to get all that stuff done because they knew you niggas was gonna be docile, swooning over Obama's stupid ass. And that's why they was able to get a lot of shit done.
Yeah, I got this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 31. Even so, in those days, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses for the sword.
Right, because there's going to be so much tribulation and famine going on that you're going to have motherfuckers going into each other's houses, man. In the modern day, the sword is the gun, right? So these people, they're going to be pushed to the edge to where they don't think twice about going in their neighbor's a building to get what they want. They're gonna go in there, take you out, take your woman, rape her, you know, and take all your fucking food. Not thinking twice, because that's the spirit of judgment being poured out. You know, all these people, man, they finished, man. All because they refuse to hearken unto what the word says. Man. They want to be fucking idolaters, believe in Jesus Christ. This is what coming to you for believing in Jesus Christ, man. It's death.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
Man, hey, you know what's going? The presence of the Lord being fulfilled in the earth is those missiles, man. Those missiles gonna make you people turn to powder.
Also, them laser beams.
Laser beams from the chariots
Like
too.
on World of Worlds, that's right. They come out from
We were just
tripods.
talking about that
blowing
last
people
week.
up.
Yeah. So that's like the fourth sword judgment, man. That's the the Lord showing His power, man. Because the Lord doesn't play, man. You people are on a low level compared to the Lord, man. You're nothing. Even the Lord called His own people worms. So who are they? When you get that Isaiah 40, where it said the nations are
dropping the bucket.
the nations are as the drop of a bucket. Because basically these motherfuckers don't mean shit. They just about to get their judgment so Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua can be glorified. He don't really care about these fucking people out here. Right. The only reason that put them in the balance, so to speak, is because they oppress us, man. They vex his people, you know? So now, therefore, the judgment got to be set on them. And you devils, you laughing, man. Pretty soon, all the fucking jokes are going out the window, man. You look, this ain't no fucking Saturday Night Live up here, man. That you devils can sit there and crack jokes. Oh, it's so funny. No, man, this is deadly serious. The time is going to come when we going to be laughing at you fucking people, man.
Right.
You motherfuckers want to come by us, man, thinking that it's
I got 6 in 2nd Esdras 6 and 54.
we gonna be laughing when you fucking fly out your windshield. Right. In a fucking car accident, man. Because we put up them curses, man, and the fucking fatal accident happened. We was on the highway, man. So this thing is not no joke.
Ready?
This is Isaiah 40 and 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he take up the isles as a very little thing.
Man, so that means you mean nothing to it, man. You don't even measure up. Like they had something when you are old, when we was in school and shit, something called a balance, and you would put something on there, and you could measure how much the thing weighs. Heathens, you could drop them all in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua's balance, there's nothing registered, man. So that's how much worth they are.
It's like you 2/3 niggas when y'all cooking up y'all crack and you blow the dust, the dust residue. That's what you niggas do.
Well, I got something. This is Luke 6 and 21. It says, "Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled, and blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh."
Right, we shall laugh, so we're gonna laugh at you fucking people, man. That's because the Lord is about balance. The Lord is about balance. He's not gonna have his prophets being mocked, being deraded, disregarded. No. Time coming, you're gonna take this very seriously, man. Ain't gonna be no fucking jokes, man. Something that you can marvel at, man. You know? Hey, no pictures. No pictures, demon. No pictures, bitch.
Do you understand? No pictures.
Let that be a curse to your meth head ass. Damn meth head. Hey, you fucking devils ain't gonna keep doing this bullshit, man. Hey, you're the devil. You saw that tornado? The Most High gonna sit in here and wipe all you demons out, man.
Right.
You demons think shit is a damn joke. You devils, you better get in line, man, all right? Because the Most High gonna judge every last one of you damn demons, man.
Right.
And he don't discriminate against kids either. But fuck you damn white, you fucking crackers, man. You think shit is a fucking joke.
Ezekiel 9 and 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry. for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Right, we're signed and crying for all the abomination that's being done, man. These fucking peckerwoods walking around here, that's a goddamn abomination. They walk by taking pictures, talking shit, making mockery of us, man. Who knows what they do when they get home with the pictures? You remember when we was down in Westport and then the fucking cannibal looking bitch, she took the picture and said, oh, well, we know who you guys are. We sending back to our community. What the fuck does that mean? And coincidentally, that dry ass, no leg having nigga came out there and was playing the damn piano and shit. So ain't no telling what these damn devils do, man. All right? And it's the
Oh,
spirit.
they building a case on us for sure.
Of course they are.
You know,
Verse
I mean,
20.
some people think it's fun and games. They might take pictures. Oh, these guys, you know, they black activists, you know. But you know, a lot of people though are actually trying to report us, trying to build cases on us, man. The FBI themselves is watching us. A lot of people that take pictures, man, they be fucking agents, man.
And it says, warn to them that are full, for ye shall hunger. But warn to you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep.
Right.
So all this joking, all this crap out here that you damn Edomites are involved in, hey, you're gonna weep later, man, all right? Because when we get you in slavery, we're not gonna let up on you, man. We're not gonna let up on you devils one fucking bit. And on the Sabbath, we gonna intentionally plague your ass with nightmares, man. Because we gonna discern you through the Sabbath, like to the point that on the Sabbath, you're gonna be so plagued with terror to the point you're gonna think you on a fucking plantation working. The scriptures say thy heart should meditate terror on thy enemies. So you devil, you got it bad, man. And hey, like they say, the key to peace is exterminating the Edomite race. And that's in the scriptures, man. Exterminating you so-called white people. The Most High is gonna exterminate you, man. It's just like when you got an exterminator and you got a whole plethora of ants, they come in and they spread and you kill the hive. It's like you serve your 1,000 years of punishment, then you're done. It's no need for you no more, man. You're gonna burn you up and your spirits are gonna be reincarnated back into the earth.
It's Obadiah, 18th verse.
How much time we got left?
This Obadiah, verse 10. For the violence against his brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
You're going to be cut off forever. See, right now, you devils is everywhere. Scriptures tell you how the wicked can pass us, man, everywhere we go. And that was from the mouth of King David. So how much more today? Me and him was talking last week. There was an article that I read that here in this city, the population of Edomites is about, I think it said 68%. There's about 14% Negro, about 14% Hispanic, and the rest of the 1% were like various other nations. So we're surrounded by Edomites. But because of all the wickedness that you devils have done to our people, you're going to pay for that. So after you serve 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, you're going to be wiped off the face of the earth. Period, point blank. And it's funny because Kansas is named after an Indian tribe called the Kansa tribe. You hardly even see so-called Native Americans walking around here because y'all done chased them out and y'all killed a lot of them, man. So you're going to pay for that, all right?
Verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble.
That's like a witness. That's like a memorial the Lord left. That just by chance that a lot of these cities are named after the Gadites, man. So these devils is in their face. They can't lie about their history, man. Even Missouri. Missouri is named after so-called Native American tribe.
Choctaw, Narragansett,
Khan, you know. Milwaukee is named after the
what's that Indian, that so-called Indian diva name? What's her name? Sasha or something?
Sacagawea.
YouTube.
No, it's another one.
YouTube.
Pocahontas.
What'd she say?
I don't know.
For what? We're not Facebook prophets, man. Like some guys we know.
That's right, T. Jackson.
Yeah, a lot of you guys on Facebook, man, you ain't fucking right. Facebook.
But remember the video I sent you, brothers, man? Of that dude, that nigga ain't right. His spirit, that nigga is not right, man. His spirit is totally off. He's standing out in front of the camera, and you got two guys that's not even tried. One guy used to prophesy with a while back. He stopped coming out. He probably came on with you twice and disappeared. All of a sudden, this nigga back out here speaking. And you got another nigga out there with shirt fringe garment on. Like, come on, how? And then you claim
no
that.
order.
Niggas do that to blend in
Then
with
he
the
got
world.
the long garment.
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
No
Then you
order.
talking about that you followed to give double honors to the apostles, the elders, a great millstone. Nigga, you a fucking nigga, man. How the hell you gonna give double honors up to the apostles when you're not following the proper curriculum that's being laid out for you to teach?
Hey, he's half cocked, dog. That's what you call a half cocked.
Half drunk and all the way, yeah, half cocked and all the way high. Trying to, you see, he got the damn that surgical whatever it is. I think that's a lie. Trying to make it like, what getting surgery to do? Does that stop you from doing the work of the Lord, man?
Kevin Hart is
That's Ving Rhames, man. Bell pepper nose.
he do look like
Hey, Most High sick and tired of you niggas, man. And we sick and tired of you damn niggas, man.
that's right.
Go ahead, man.
And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
Ain't gonna be none remaining that you damn devils, right? That's sanctioned by the Most High. Like it tells you that you should be chased away as a dream, it should not be found. Just like when you flush dung down the toilet, it's not present anymore. You don't think about that crap coming back up unless you got a broken system.
You'll try to go back and get it. No?
Which one of your brothers missed your turds that you left in the toilet? You be glad to get it up out you.
Yeah,
You know, get that up out you, man, because it ain't good for you, you know.
For Yahweh has spoken.
The Most High have spoken it, and how did He speak it? Through the voice of the prophets. So either way it go, you Edomites are completely done. You're finished. You're done. You don't even know why you're bringing out half the movies that you're bringing out, man. You don't even understand that you're bringing out the movies that you're bringing out because the Lord got you under possession. Like you got Edomites that make movies, man, and they'll go back and say, why the fuck did I make that movie? Like that movie Upgrade, right? You saw they come out with that because they wanted to see what they wanted to do. That's why it was on the other side like that. Yeah, on Metacritic, it got an 85% rating, man. Upgrade. That's why we went to go see it like 4 years ago.
When I went to see Brightburn,
And consider that movie Brightburn ain't gonna be in the movie before the next month, right? That's why, Lord, we gotta catch that.
We'll try to catch it tomorrow.
What time is the checkout at the spot? What time is the checkout? 11.
I got it. You ready?
Oh, yeah, you got it, bro.
This is the book of Ezekiel.
25 and 12.
25 and 12.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, that's what I thought I had. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25, verse 12. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah.
You know what? Add more up to that. Go back to verse 11.
Verse 11. And I will execute judgments upon Moab, and they shall know that I am the Lord.
Speaking to you so-called Chinese people, man.
Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended and revenged himself upon them.
So the things that you've done to the Israelites, the Heavenly Father Yahweh is greatly offended. You done messed up coming against the Lord's people. Now,
right.
although He put us in your hands to afflict us, you took it to a whole different level. You were butt breaking the men. You had men tied to trees, and a group of Edomite men would be lined up ready to pop him in his record. For other men to see that and be afraid and know, oh, we shouldn't be bucking up to Esau. He might put us to death too, or do that to us. So it weakened us, man. So all that.
Yeah, that didn't have nothing to do with slavery, but
Right.
breaking. What they got to do with slavery, man? You ain't had to do all that, man.
They did that to turn a woman against the man.
Y'all just been medieval on our ass.
because they don't teach. See, they'll teach you in school to a certain extent that we was in slavery, but they don't tell you that. They don't tell you the cruelty that was. And they show you that in the film Goodbye Uncle Tom. They had our little boys, our little sons, fucking in silver, selling them as sex slaves, man. That's why you devils, you about to get holy foot in your ass, man.
Right.
Hey, concept of the devil being down in hell with fire. We here. God was going to be in hell with fire.
Right.
Now, you had Jacob, right? Now he basically was in servitude slavery for what's her name? Rachel. He didn't get butt broken and all this crazy shit. They gotta do it. He just had to work.
LeBron, it was still wicked though.
Okay, but he didn't go to the point where
I know what
Doc
you're
was
saying.
saying.
It was
rest-
extreme.
That
It was extreme.
man.
Yeah, he was a nigga, straight nigga.
Yeah, he did some wicked shit, but
Well,
you know,
came
doing
back as a J.
knowing that
Probably was, you obviously the color purple.
Yeah,
He's probably missing it.
knocking down the movie.
For a long time.
Hey, he used to beat Celie ass, man. He's so yeah, that motherfucking hand, she put them fingers up, he looked at her ass. Yeah.
Go ahead,
It show you how women wasn't right back then because Rachel took the idols from her father's house to worship, but he can't end up getting them back. So
I'm gonna jump to 14.
Yeah. Read that verse again, then go to 14.
Okay. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended and revenged himself upon them.
That's speaking of the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Go ahead.
Verse 14, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
Speaking of the whole 12 tribes. The whole 12 tribes is going to rise up against you devils, man. See, these 2/3, they're going to have the opportunity, although they're wicked as hell, and they're submissive to you right now. They're all docile. Okay, they believe that you're friends to them. They believe that if Esau's in rulership, everything is peaceful. That's how it should be. A lot of them are just bugged out. But see, the Lord's going to put the spirit on 2/3 of our people. They rise up against you, devil, and start putting you to death. Start raping your women. They're going to start taking your children, chopping their heads off, all right, bashing your little babies against the stones, even before the kingdom of heaven. Okay? Go ahead.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
So we ain't mad enough. We gonna be sitting on the sideline. Now, if the Heavenly Father puts it in our power to put an Edomite to death in them days, so be it. We're gonna be sitting on the sideline, Lord willing, drinking wine, meditating terror, thinking about damn prophecy that's coming to pass, watching our people putting these devils to death, man. And it's gonna be on a level so brutal, you're not gonna see it on the news. Because it's going to be a blackout here in the streets of America, man. You're going to be walking down your street on the sidewalk. You're going to see somebody with their head missing. You're going to go further. You're going to see a baby crying without the parents around, missing a leg because somebody done ate his goddamn leg off. All right? It's going to be horrible out here. And all of the violence that you devils done to our people, it's going to be put on you double. Double time, double the portion, man. You think a cup of vodka is going to get you fucked up, you're going to have a double dose of that vodka. No chances. Yeah, 4 shots. Yeah, there you go.
And according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh.
So at the end of the day, you devils are going to realize the Lord was never with you, man. The Lord was never on your side because you're so arrogant. You really think the Lord Yahweh is a so-called white man. You think his only begotten son Yahweh Shai is a so-called white man. You think all the judges in the scriptures are so-called white men. You think that you putting us in slavery and how you did it was justified. Okay, but you're going to find out the Lord has actually been behind us this whole time. And he's just been sitting back in his straitjacket, waiting to break free and whoop that ass, man.
That's right.
Through the hands of our people, first and foremost. Right? You don't know his anger.
Right. This is the book of Isaiah 19 and verses 17. It says, "In the land of Judah should be a terror unto Egypt."
That's right. So there you go. That's why Esau calls us terrorists right now. But really, you haven't seen the real terrorists yet. Because see, when the Lord raises us up, we're going to be a real terror unto Egypt. We're already a terror unto Egypt, bringing out this truth. That's why a lot of these devils, they give us that eye like, look at these niggas. Talking about the destruction of America. Talking about us white people going into slavery. They're terrorists. They need to be brought down. They need to be locked in prison and throw away the gun. We're already looked at as terrorists. So we're going to come and that power, man. All right?
And it says here, "And everyone that maketh mention thereof to be afraid in himself, because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he hath determined against them."
And people are already afraid, man. We come out here every single week. People think that this was going to die down a long time ago. See, our elders and apostles and our teachers damn, they still coming out here. They're still teaching that Bible like this. They're afraid, man. Because our people are out here standing in great boldness. Get up, Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. We're not afraid to come out here and look crazy in the eyes of you people, man. Because at the end of the day, the Heavenly Father, He's behind us. He gave us this spirit. Because at one time, we were asleep just like everybody else, man. We had Edomite friends. We had Moabite friends, or whatever the case may be. Now we realize, man, look, those are the enemies. Now we know some of our people are amongst them. But at the end of the day, if you're not an Israelite, the kingdom of heaven is not for you, man. The covenants, all the blessings is not for you, man. The Lord's against you, damn devils.
You said 4 and 1?
Wisdom of Solomon 5:1.
5 and 1.
Yeah.
I got another piece of
You can go on ahead with
This is Psalm 10 and 15. It says, break thou the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none.
Who is that wicked man? The wicked, according to Malachi 1, is Esau, the so-called white man. The arm of the wicked is going to be broke, starting with the elites, man, their power structure.
That's right.
All right, because they're the ones who are ruling this whole society right now, starting with the Rothschild family. Right, the Red Shield, the Red Devils, man, they know that they're Edomites according to the Bible. But see, a lot of you Jake out here, you've been deceived far too long. As our teachers have said, you've been in America far too long. When you sit somewhere for, like, let's say you in a room full of dog shit. After a while, you're not gonna smell that dog shit no more. Well, this whole society, you're surrounded by dog shit, man. You don't even smell it no more because you've been here for so goddamn long. You're accustomed to it, man. This is normal to you, but the Heavenly Father, He's gonna break the strength of the so-called white man. He's gonna bring these devils down. Hardcore, man. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be no, we sorry, can you please forgive us? We know we were wrong. That wasn't us. No, it was you. You are your forefathers coming back in the reincarnation, man. There's nothing that you devils can do at this time besides take your ass into hardcore slavery, man, and pay for them 1,000 years, man. We don't want your money. Yeah, they run from that, man.
It's a double standard for yourself because once you bring out the facts of what they did, it's always a flood to it. Oh, this is exactly what you did. Like, look, dude, you got your prestige in society, you got your job, you got everything. This is your career here, man. Like the scriptures tell you, that time and chance happens every day. You're your chance right now. So it's gonna come a time that you're gonna you gotta deal with it. That just be.
Accept your love.
I got
It
that.
says, the Lord is king ever and ever. The heathen are perished out of his land.
Right now, the heathen are in our land, man. It's being divided with Esau and the so-called heirs being Ishmael, man. They really think that they're the people of God. Even when you read that crappy ass book, the Quran, they talk about the children of Israel because they know the children of Israel were given the promises. And Ishmael really believes in their mind they're the children of God. Edomites, these Amalekites, think that they're the children of the power, man. Right. But the time's going to come where they're going to be removed out of our land. And believe it or not, before we get our land back, our land's going to be hit with missiles as well. But it's not going to be destroyed totally like America because we're going to inhabit that land again. All right?
It says, Lord, thou hast desired this, thou hast heard the desire of the humble. Thou wilt prepare their heart, thou wilt cause thine ear to hear.
Who are the humble? That's speaking of the man of the Lord. What is our desire? For this kingdom to be destroyed. For us to have rulership right along Yahweh Shai. We're going to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. That is our desire. To see you devils exterminated after serving your time in slavery, man. Right. And the Heavenly Father, He knows our hearts. He knows what we want. And He's going to establish rulership with the nation of Israel on this earth very soon, man. But before that happens, guess what has to happen? The RFID chip, which is going to happen during the time of Jacob's trouble. Right. Missiles are not going to fall from the sky before certain prophecies, man. So our desire is for that chip to come. If that chip don't come, we're not going to get the hell up out of here, man. Which is already here. But it has to be implemented by force on the people, man. Okay? Jacob's trouble has to be on the level where you walking down the street, you're going to see people getting murdered in front of you by the drop of a dime, man. Right now, you might hear of someone getting gunned down, 2, 3, 4 people. You're going to see people getting slaughtered out here by the thousands, man. Because the Heavenly Father is going to unleash them death angels upon this place, man. All right?
Yep, this is the book of Psalms 59.
This is one more verse. It says, to judge the cause to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man of the earth may no more oppress.
And we're the fatherless. That goes twofold. We're the fatherless because, see, the Heavenly Father turned his back on us for a while. We were looked at as bastards. Also, our people, a lot of our households are missing their dads, man. So we come out here trying to give our people direction through the words of the Heavenly Father and his son Yahweh Shai, man. Our people are the fatherless. We're the spiritual bastards out here, man. So we have a very important job that we're doing out here. All right? Our people are lost, man. That's why we're known as the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now, although when you look at some of the northern kingdom, their hair is straight right now, but believe it, at one time they had woolly like hair too, just like a sheep would, man. We're the children of Israel, man. And regardless of how some of our people look, we're the people of the power, all right?
This is the book of Psalms 59, and I'm going to start at 1. It says, "Deliver me from my enemies, O my power, and defend me from them that rise up against me."
And how are we going to be delivered up out of here? Well, before them chariots, can you get John 8:32? Before them chariots, we're going to be free through this truth, man. This truth is going to deliver us mentally. And then after we receive that truth mentally or spiritually, then it's going to be manifested through action. When them chariots come, when the Heavenly Father gives us the spiritual powers, when our enemies come in like a flood and surround us, you might think, oh, damn, you got a whole bunch of troops around you with guns drawn on you. All of a sudden, the Heavenly Father just boosts you with that spiritual power. You slay all of them, man, at once. All right? Get that right quick.
This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So us being delivered starts with this truth.
This is Psalms 59 and 1. It says, "Deliver me from my enemies, O my power, and defend me from them that rise up against me."
Who are our enemies? Starting with Esau, the so-called white man, down to the rest of these heathens, even 2/3 of our people. We have to be delivered, man. Acts 2 and 41, I believe. We have to be delivered quick, fast, and in a hurry, man. Because as long as we're here, we're dying. The fact that you're breathing in this air, you are dying, man. Right. Your woman, she's used up. Our women are used up, man. The cars that we have, a lot of us have used vehicles. You get a home, somebody already lived in that home. Your house is used, man. Your apartment's used, man. This mildew, this concrete is suffocating the earth, man. We need to be delivered from not only our enemies, but from this wicked-ass society, man. These people have no faith. They don't know what's going on, man. And it's irritating to know this truth and then to be surrounded by people who have no clue what's going on. What are you going to talk about with these people, man? They just need to be wiped off the face of the map. All right?
And it says here, "Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men."
Speaking of Esau, the so-called white man. And they love blood. And because that they love blood, the Heavenly Father's going to shed their blood, man. That's going to be their judgment. That's going to be their gift. All right?
It says, "Below they lie in wait for my soul, and the mighty are gathered against me, but not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Yahweh."
And if you think the scriptures are a lie, why is it that these police officers always plotting on Jake, man? Gunning Jake down, man. Always plotting on Jake. And then a lot of times, they might lose their job for like 6 months. Paid leave. That's how it is, man, because they're hunters. Esau is a cunning hunter, man. They lie in wait for our steps, man, for us to slip so that they can get you, man.
That's what you say. They're like lepers, watch over the city.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And that's the power that's been given unto them for a short time. All right? You got that in Acts?
Yep. This is the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 41. Then that they gladly received his word were baptized, and the same day there were added unto them about 3,000 souls.
So more men are going to start coming into this truth. And the more people that come into this truth, Esau's in trouble. You see, Elder Apostle Tahar, he believes that the elect is already sealed, man. So there's not much time left in this society. The fact that you're seeing men standing out here, you people should be in fear of Ezekiel 24 and 24, because the fact that you see the prophets out here, we are a sign unto you. But because you people are so bugged out, you're in your own world, you don't realize that seeing us out here, you should be in fear, seeing that the Heavenly Father's about to judge this place. That's how he works, man. He's not just going to hit you with an uppercut without telling you why. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 24, verse 24. Thus Ezekiel is unto you a sign according to all that hath done shall ye do?
And who was Ezekiel? A prophet of the Lord. Just like we're the prophets. We believe that in the spirit, humbly, man. I don't say I'm a prophet like I'm just this great guy, but I believe I'm a prophet because I truly believe these words, man. And I show my faith just like these brothers by coming out here, doing the best that I can. And we're a sign unto you people. A sign showing you that this society is almost over. Just like in the ancient days, the Heavenly Father always raised up men to give you advance warning. And then if you didn't listen, guess what? He just jacked you up as an Israelite, man. Because really, this is only for our people. All right? Go ahead.
And when this cometh, ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh.
And this came again. In this modern day generation here in 2019, just like when Ezekiel was out there prophesying, we're out here in the same body as Ezekiel, man, doing the exact same thing. Okay? So the Lord is showing you that he's still a power to be feared, that he's still working. He's not in the heavens sleeping. All right? It's not that he doesn't exist. He's a power that hides himself. He works through his men. All right? And he's not going to ever change. Period. Malachi 3 and verse 6.
I got a precept for you. This Acts 13:41. It says, "Behold, ye despisers, and wander and perish. For I will work a work in your days, a work which ye should know in no wise believe, though a man declare it unto you."
And you people are blind, man. You have a spiritual veil around your face. You might not see it, but we can see it. The fact that we're out here prophesying, instead of people coming out of their cars and asking, hey, what are you guys doing? I see you holding Bibles in your hand. Well, I believe in the Bible too. What's the message? You're not going to do that because you people don't believe in the Bible. The majority of you, from what I'm seeing, are Edomites anyway, man. Right. Showing you that you're not the children of the power. You know, whatever, man.
We're waiting.
Hey, say Trump. I thought that was big deal.
He said, remember what we did to Bin Laden? What the fuck does that got to do with us?
You ain't do nothing to Bin Laden. Bin Laden didn't do shit.
Hey, when Bin Laden got killed, he was
Dead years.
Been dead probably since the 90s.
Bin Laden got killed. That motherfucker.
So the fact that the Heavenly Father has us out here, man, this is a sign of faith. Because we've never seen the Heavenly Father in these bodies with our eyes. We haven't seen Yahweh shine in these bodies with our eyes. But the scriptures tell you that blessed are you who believe with no signs, man. Because most people, they need signs. And it's going to be so beautiful that even with the signs given to these people, you can get on the news, watching the current events, seeing all the bad things happening throughout the earth, seeing that you have Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans rising up and preaching this gospel. That's not good enough for you people. The Heavenly Father is giving you signs, but you're blind, all right? This is Romans 11:7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So only the elect of the nation of Israel is going to receive this truth. Everyone else, you're going to be blinded, man. And that's all right, because that's how the Lord set it up. We just hope and pray that we endure until the end, man. And that the Heavenly Father don't take the spirit off of us, man. All right?
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not.
So the Lord is still an austere power. The Lord is still dealing with the nation of Israel, man. The Lord is still dealing with us on a level that's personal, man. You heathens, you don't have that connection, all right? So what we were talking about earlier with you devils, you Edomites being wiped off the face of the earth, that was prophesied to happen. So the Lord is not going to change his mind. Now, you people might change your mind. You might have a color you like. It might be yellow. Next year it's purple. All right? You might have a woman that you like. All of a sudden, you ain't digging her no more. Well, guess who don't change? The Lord don't change, man. All right? He's a power to be feared. He's an austere power. And based off of that alone, you should understand that there's nothing that you can do, that I can do, or that we can do to change the Lord's mind. What's in this Bible is going to happen. All right? All these prophecies are going to come to pass. And you can count on that, man. All right?
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
So the Israelites still exist. You can't say, oh, the Israelites, they're done away with. That's an ancient book. How are we done away with when we're out here in front of your face right now, man? Bringing out the scriptures, prophesying unto you.
Yeah, as long as they're the so-called Negro, then it can't be true. You know?
Exactly.
I got a precept for you real quick. This is the book of Hebrews 13. Hebrews 13, I'm going to start at verses, 13 and 8, it says, Yahweh Shai, the same yesterday and today and forever.
Now, did not the scriptures tell you that the Son is a split image of his Father? So he's just like the Heavenly Father. The Heavenly Father don't change. Yahweh Shai don't change, man. All right? So you have to consider these things. And a lot of people, they try to put their twist on the scriptures according to how they feel. It's not about how you feel, man. It's about the proper breakdown that's been given to us, starting with our elder apostle teachers, man, a great millstone. And you have a lot of people who come against that because, see, the truth hurts. The truth is like a sharp sword, all right? And when people get cut by it, they get offended by it, they don't want nothing to do with it no more, all right? If you're smoking cigarettes, and I tell you you need to stop smoking cigarettes, the Lord can kill you for that, of course you're going to be offended. Why? Because you're the one doing it. So the fact that we're coming out here condemning this place and you people get mad just shows that you're guilty. Right. That's all. Right. Precept.
Your brother got precepts?
I got one. I got it. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, starting at verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So you have those people who say, well, we all come from Adam. How can you say that the Lord is racist, but yet we all come from Adam? No, it's already been divided. Read that again.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Which are the Israelites. So the Israelites are the chosen people. And for the record, Adam was not just one man. Adam was a nation of people. All right? Now, when you look at the nation of Adam, they were the children of Israel before we were called the children of Israel. All right? That's right, man. We were sons of the power back then. All right? Go ahead.
All this I have spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
So the world was created for our sake. And where is the kingdom of heaven going to be located? On the moon? In the sky somewhere? No, it's going to be located here on earth. But everywhere that we go, it's really the kingdom of heaven. You know why? Because the kingdom of heaven is within us. So once we receive the spiritual bodies, we're going to have access to the whole universe. The whole universe is going to be the kingdom, but earth is going to be headquarters because that's where Jerusalem is located.
And we spent hours, you just spent hours going into that. We were going 5 hours going into the different galaxies and shit.
And that shit hype you up, man.
Because like, the reason why the earth is going to be, Jerusalem is going to be headquarters, because you know the earth is really the center of the solar system. Right. Direct center. And they discovered, even though Esau is full of crap, but they've discovered over thousands of Earth-like planets that can sustain life.
Yeah. And I think it was you I was talking with. They said that there's a planet, I forget how many times bigger than the sun, but it's 70% diamonds, man. And you have niggas here looking at diamonds and jewelry like that. Yeah, they be wooed by it, man. We're going to have everything at an abundance. You're going to have planets with just diamonds and fire and water and different elements, man. And we're going to have the bodies to inhabit those planets. You ain't going to see no Edomite on no other planet unless you're going to put their ass to death because they can't sustain it.
Like, we want to make a planet of fire, man. Hey, that should be your choice. That wouldn't be a personal playground to torture Edomites. Make a damn Mars and take them up there, man.
You can have a house made out of fire, man, that you can live in. You can have a house made out of water. It looks like a solid figure, but it's pure water.
Yeah, like if you go in something like those like yachts and stuff like that, if you go into like certain rooms in an aquarium, they got literally an aquarium on the damn boat that you walk to, man. Yeah. Like that out there in Dubai, they got that. Yeah, it's an underwater hotel. Yup, underwater, man. It's crazy.
And imagine the power that Yahweh Shai. Go ahead,
Like the movie Aquaman.
That
Yeah.
was a good movie. They had a whole underwater kingdom.
Think about it. Think about this, man. At a point in time, underwater, that used to be sustainable because you gotta understand the concept of a flood. Because when you go into like the different oceans, like the Mariana Trench, right? That's one of the deepest part or landmarks on the planet Earth known to man. Now they stated that's not the only landmark because they stated that through this particular ring of fire in the Southern Pacific, this particular Mariana Trench is diverse among all the oceans. So you got this potential pivotal peak point in pretty much every body of water on the planet Earth. And if you go on the water, it looks like ancient colonies, man. Like that whole concept of the lost city Atlantis. Hey, man, it's nothing but a damn another place. That's all it is. You know? You gotta understand that at a point in time we were lower, man, because the flood came and it just took over everything. So now we're actually sitting highly elevated than once we were in the ancient. You know, and you can tell when they do their deep sea excavations, you can see it.
And that shows this ain't no damn flat earth, man.
Right.
That alone shows that.
Cool.
That's all.
So outside of here.
As for the other people,
Speaking of the heathen,
which also come of Adam,
speaking of the heathen,
thou hast said that they are nothing,
hold on, not only nothing,
but be like unto spittle,
like spit.
and haste liken the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So if you got a nasty taste in your mouth and you spit, are you gonna fight tooth and nail to pick the spit off the ground like, oh, that's a part of it, I gotta get that back? Yeah, it's nothing, man. That's nothing. So these nations compared to the eyes of the Heavenly Father, these nations are nothing. But the nation of Israel, we're the apple of the Lord's eye. All right, we're the special people. We're the people of the power. And I know it's hard to believe because we're under the curses. All right. Matter of fact, can you get? I think it's Jeremiah 5:19. I could be wrong. Why did the Lord put us under the curses, man? Why are we jacked up right now?
5:19.
Yeah, I believe so.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 19. And it shall come to pass, when ye shall say, wherefore doeth the Lord our Yahweh all these things unto us?
So why are we under the curses? Why are we in this position? What did we do wrong? Go ahead.
Then shalt thou answer them, like as ye have forsaken me, and served strange gods in your land.
So it's hard for you people to believe that we're the people of the power because we sinned and we went off. So what did the Lord do? He punished us, man. He brought us to a base level. He brought us lower than the lowest nation, which is Esau, man. And that's crazy. That shows you that you should fear the Heavenly Father, man. All right? And Esau is less than a fucking roach, man. He's less than a slug. All right? If the Heavenly Father created someone to be a goddamn cockroach, they're better off than being an Edomite. Right. Because after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, they're going to be wiped off the earth. Roaches are still going to exist.
Yeah, Hamitic, man.
Yep. That's right, man. Probably here in America, too. This is going to be a place that's totally destroyed, but you're going to have all sorts of, weird creatures roaming around.
Like, roaches can survive a nuclear destruction, man.
Oh,
I had a precept. This is the book of Psalms 44, and I'm going to start at verses 9. It says, but thou hast cast off and put us to shame, and go not forth with our armies. But thou makest us to turn back from the enemy, and they which hate us spoil from themselves. But it says, but thou hast given us like a sheep appointed for meat, and hast scattered us among the heathen. And thou sellest thy people for naught, and dost not increase thy wealth by their price. And thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, and a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us. And thou makest us a byword among the heathen, and a shaking of the head among the people.
So the Heavenly Father, He debased us to a level of being like prey. And you might live in a community in the ghetto somewhere, and you might see an Edomite just drive by and literally shake their head like these niggas.
So they did it today.
Really?
They were just talking.
You see, and that's the spirit.
Nah, you got it. I was just gonna say when they started talking shit. That's basically we being debased, man. Because for the simple fact, subconsciously, these people know that we're the Israelites. They know because for one thing, they watch YouTube and they watch these videos. They see that a massive awakening is happening right before their eyes. Going back into having a first chapter. But see, what happens is when they have that sort of disdain and that hatred for Jacob, they lash out at them. That's just crazy. Right. Because in fact, we're the spirit. We're the way over all these people. Yet they look down on them. Why? Because they set up grocery stores in the neighborhood, setting up gas stations in the neighborhood, and spending money for them. To the point that you got to go to them for their service. That's where they look down on you. Hey, don't try to go get your money back not being served out. Yeah, pop. Only they want to dress like it, they want to talk like it. Try to do some business with an Israelite. Same problem. That's that other hatred, that disdain. They have a distasteful feeling about us.
You're not to be a stupid motherfucker to say that. So you know how we got a lot of people that say all in one.
Look at the fact that I'm going through America, man.
Get the missile shit. get that.
them clouds right there could be 1,000,000 chariots, man. Because didn't the scripture say that the Most High has thousands and tens of thousands of angels?
This is Psalms 104:3. Who led the beams of his chambers in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariot?
Making the clouds his chariots. So somewhere, form, or fashion, these clouds are really chariots. Like when you be having these wild storms like that tornado that Leewood, not Leewood, but what was it called? Glenwood, Kansas, out there in Lawrence. Hey man, those are chariots doing that. Because if you look at the funnel cloud, it looks like a damn spaceship if you can actually zoom in on the top of the funnel cloud. And then you have what you call lightning bolts. What is light? Concentrated fire. It's a laser. It's energy, man. So therefore, hey, when you have these storms and so forth, those be the chariots of the Most High, because it tells you in the book of Job, 32nd chapter, that the Most High uses the host of heaven, or the host, which is the angels, to bring forth the storms, man.
Don't let that's the nigga here say that.
What do you mean?
Thinking chariots is literally tornadoes.
Yeah, he said that.
Like there's no such thing as a UFO.
Yeah, he said that the angels and the chariots of fire are literally people walking, running in the heavens. Fire. So, you know how when they reach in the heavens on fire doing the running man, bro? Hell nah, man. Hey, can somebody give me the book of Job 37? Because, hey, it's going to be a beautiful destruction out here, man. And, hey, the chariots are showing themselves like the Navy came out. They stated, look, man, it's so-called UFOs. They discovered these things. And it's not that they just discovered them, it's just the fact that everybody's exposing it. So therefore the U.S. government is coming forth telling you, well, look, this is such thing as UFOs. Right. So the whole Area 51 landing bullshit, it's all bullshit, man. They know about the real deal. Why do you think that Donald Trump, DJ Trump, is coming up with a space force? Well, why would you do that for? To fight fucking helicopters? You gonna build a space force to go against other F-50 jets? Fuck no, man. No.
They know what to do with that. They don't know what to do with the chariots.
Yeah, Esau, look, the United States military by far has the best air game in the nation. Can nobody do nothing with America when it comes to air game? That's hands down. Hands down, they know that. So you telling me they gotta upstep another level to make a space force?
Right.
You're fighting between realms up there, because when you go to so-called outer space, that's a different realm, that's a different abode up there, man. Yeah, you out of your element. That's not even physical earth. You have a special type of body or spirit to go up there, man. You really need to be a spiritual composite to even break the earth's atmosphere, man. That's why when everything comes down from the heavens, it burns up here. Go ahead.
This is you got it.
Job 37 and 8. It says, then, Job 37 and 8, then the beasts go into dens and remain in their places. Verse 9 says, out of the south cometh the whirlwind and cold out of the north.
Out of the south, the whirlwind and cold out of the north, man. Because, hey, last year, when we had those storms, hey, they come from the Arctic.
Right,
Antarctica,
yeah, like
man.
all them hurricanes and stuff, they use that path and they always come off the south.
Oh, and guess what they said also? They said this 5G shit is going to take the technology back to 1980 that's predicting the weather. Because you notice that only in the 90s, they was only able to come up with the concept of a 5-day forecast. Now you can get the forecast a month in advance. But that's just another way of Esau playing on people's mind to fuck with the weather. Because you telling me that these weather forecasts, you telling me that 5G technology is really going to put a dent in the satellites? When it's nothing but satellite technology, that's all it is. It's basically a radiation weapon from outer space that they're cooking people with. So if you that concerned about that disrupting your forecast, why the fuck did you build it on your damn W to do that, right? You know?
And that show you that they have that, our ancient forefathers have that knowledge, that science.
Yeah.
Esau likes to fancy himself as a scientist, but actually our forefathers were the real righteous scientists.
Scientists were prophets.
Yeah.
Because a scientist is what? A person that come up with inventions to predict future things. Like they can say, oh yeah, in the year 2186, a comet is gonna hit Earth, or it's gonna be so overly polluted that we're gonna have to go to another planet. Like that whole concept of you know what I'm saying? Elysium, or if you watch that movie Jason X, basically they had to go to a planet called Earth 2 because the first Earth was so polluted by all this oxygen, these chemtrails, they couldn't inhabit it. But for somebody to predict that 1,000 years before off, that's called being a prophet. And they use the science so hard.
We have the science of the scripture, but this ain't knowledge.
Done.
I got a definition of scientist.
Go ahead.
It says scientist, a person who is studying or has deeper knowledge of one or more of the natural or physical sciences. So just somebody, like you said, is a prophet, somebody who has high levels of wisdom and knowledge.
Solomon was the ultimate guy when it came to that.
Right.
That was the first thing he prayed for.
That whole chapter is good for it.
It says, by the breath of the Most High, frost is given, and the breath of the waters is straightened. Also by watering he wearieth thick cloud, and he scattereth his bright cloud. And it is turned round about by his counsels, that they may do whatsoever he commanded them upon the face of the earth.
Right. And what are the councils? What are the councils? The angels. And what are the chariots? The angels. So he's saying by his counsels. And he does it. You got a hurricane or you got a tornado that's going to near Chicago. So really, that hurricane, that tornado was really targeted downtown Kansas, Missouri. It was supposed to get inland. But the Most High deviated and diverted it. But those are the angels of the Lord, man. And the spirit probably out of so you people, you don't know what type of judgment is going to fall you in the last days, man. Like, you're going to, look, it's going to be so bugged out here to the point that you think you can dream in your wildest dreams. You think that what they show you on an IMAX screen, you think that's going to be a reality compared to what's going to happen? You're going to live a little movie in the days that we're coming into. And if you're lucky enough, you're going to get first round tickets to the ICBM nuclear show, man. Since you think it's like to go and watch the 4th of July fireworks, right? You don't get the 4th of July fireworks in the form of 200 million nuclear missiles, man. Right. Light a match to that shit.
Precept for you.
Go ahead.
Go back to what you were saying about them storms. This is Isaiah 28:2. It says, "Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which is a tempest of hell and a destroying storm, is a flood of mighty waters, overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand."
You broke it down, man.
Right, just like you said, we seen on the way here, we seen the goddamn aftermath of the tornado that hit, and all you seen was shit that's a destroying wind. You know, that's the same thing that happened down there in Puerto Rico a few years back. You know, which they say they still out of power. You know, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Donald Trump and Jim shooting napkins at the Hey, he's so much of a devil, right? He didn't want to fly the care package inland. He left it to a point that they couldn't get it. Donald Trump is stupid, man. That dude is a damn devil.
That nigga looks like George Jetson mixed with an eagle. I kid you not. But to back up what you were saying like,
How many minutes we got, bro?
you were saying like this is gonna be like a movie, man. So this is Psalm 90, and this is verse 9. Psalms 90 and 9. For all our days are passed away in thy wrath. We spend our years as a tale that is told. So what we're involved in, this is nothing but a movie. The fact that the chariots are gonna come, ICBMs are gonna fall from the sky. We're telling you these things before time because this is nothing but the Lord's movie. That's why the scriptures, it's kind of like a movie script. The movie scripture. This is the Lord's movie. And each and every last one of us are a part of this movie one way or another. But the main characters in this movie are the Lord's men. All right? Everybody else is just kind of the backdrop. So when these things happen, you're not going to believe that it's happening. Right? And really, we're involved in the greatest movie ever told, man. Right?
Slot, can I say this? Why would you slow down if you ain't gonna stop? Come up with a deal. You know how the scripture say that this is so it's entertainment, man. Like my thing is, if you a Jake and you kind of inquiring about what we about, and come up here, park the car, and get some information, man. Don't be sitting back looking and driving. Just drive your ass down the street, man.
The dude looked like he came through a portal from 2003.
Yo, so what's the name of that game, bro?
God.
Jam Vendetta shit. Yeah. My nigga used to wear a fucking hat with big ass and a big ass jersey. Old fashioned big bro. Go ahead.
Isaiah 29, verse 6. thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire.
Hey, somebody get Nahum the first chapter. Can you read that again, Bubba? Show that.
Isaiah 29 verse 6, thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire.
Tomorrow, we're officially in hurricane season. They're predicted between 9 and 14 hurricanes that's going to rate between the 2 and 4 category. Anything higher than a 2, that's deadly, man. That's pretty much unsurvivable unless you're just lucky. Because the weather through the farmer's almanac, which that shit is really accurate. Because that's one thing about a farmer. A farmer is able to predict weather by the crops and by the trends of the elements, so to speak, and by the animals. Because like we just read in Job, when it's a storm coming, you notice that cattle huddle up in a kind of cloak when they get out of that tree. So farmers are able to predict weather, so to speak. That's why you have the National Farmers Almanac. Like they predicted that bad winter we were going to have last year. You know what I'm saying? Because the clouds seeding and geoengineering, they're manipulating the heavens and the weather by spreading all this moisture to the clouds, barium oxide. That liquid barium is basically like chemtrails. Like all next week, they've been spraying that shit heavy in Kansas City. All next week is going to rain. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, they predicted that it was going to be an overly wet, rainy season, which it has been. Tornadoes have been killing the Midwest. And this is the breadbasket of the world. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say that if
We're
another...
just now getting into tornado season.
Yep. Yep. So let's imagine this, right? Imagine if we get hit, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, we got hit with more category 5 in our hurricane. By this being the breadbasket of the world, this will shut down operation for the whole country. That's where they're going to get their crops and food from.
One tornado is just as strong as as strong as the category 5 hurricane. And that was before that ripped through that we got the witness destruction and noise. So that was basically like equivalent of a category 5 hurricane which ran through there. And there's been I think 14 days straight of straight tornadoes. That's a new record. That's never gone that far and that many tornadoes at one time.
No, they said 12 days and 12 people died.
Damn, that's spiritual.
Yeah.
So I think this is what the 15th day, and I haven't turned on the news today yet to see if there's been another tornado. That's 15 days straight of storming through the Midwest, right?
And it's flooding too. A lot of them farmland is already getting flooded already.
Oh shit! Last week in Kansas City, man, when I was out of town, when I got back to work Monday, they had to work over the weekend because somewhere like y'all know this 24 highway always floods all the time. They got to shut it down because the water mains break on Truman Road, Independence Avenue, and 24. But basically, like if you go over east over there, you notice like those big mountains. They stated that it was a rock slide, man. Like literally a fucking mudslide of rocks was flowing through the storm that hit Kansas City. And I know it because my supervisor, they worked, and then the fucking dirt they picked up to show you it was dirt, it was clay, bro. Like it took you used to work for the guy, you know what it is. You know them big ass what do they call them? The big flusher trucks that you rush out the fences and the sewers and shit with the big ass fire hose. We had to use a criminal fire hose just to get the load of clay and get that water. Like a big ass hose, this thick, and you power blast this shit. It go up to 2,000 PSI.
Sometimes you gotta spend all day getting water and shit trying to flush that shit out.
It take 30 minutes just to fill up a brine. 30 minutes. Sometimes in the water pressure. And the water pressure is extra low.
Isaiah 28:2. Behold, the Lord hath been mighty and strong, which as a tempest of hell and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand.
That's the spirit that came out twice today. Somebody give the book of Matthew 24th chapter, and also give Luke 21. Should go down to like verses 23 when it stated waves, people were perplexed with waves growing.
This is Nahum 1 and 3. It says, the Lord Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power and not acquitting. Well, did you want me to start it? And not acquitting the wicked. The Lord Yahweh have his way in the whirlwind.
Wait, brother. Go back up and read verse 3 again.
Verse 3, it says, the Lord Lord Yahweh is slow to anger.
Slow to anger, man. The Lord is long suffering out here. That's why a lot of times when people say, "Oh, God ain't one of you," get the concept of the Most High, because you've gone so long without being judged to the point that you just write the Most High off like He doesn't exist. Go ahead.
It says, "In great in power."
Great in power, man. Because look, this was just a small tornado compared with what the Most High is gonna do. The Most High is gonna show His ass out here, man. Literally. I mean, to the point like the Most High is collapsing societies, man. Like this damn devil, he's being brought down to the point that they stated that the Edomite race is a dying off to the equivalency of a generation, man. They've lost already a generation due to the opioids, the suicide rates, due to the fact that they're dying off cancer, and also to the point that they can't populate no more, man. Because the white woman ain't trying to get pregnant, and on top of that, the white man ain't got enough rods for the woman to get her pregnant, man. That's what it goes.
Yeah, he's trying to get other men.
Yeah, and the highest of their population are the low motherfuckers. Damn near about to die.
Yeah, God. So they've already lost a generation of people right there, man. So let's just have it. Let's just say if we hear another 20 years, according to the scriptures, between 20 and 75 years, 20 years represents a generation, according to the scriptures. So they stated that by 2060 something, the Edomite race is going to be cut down to like half. So 20 years from now, this shit going to be done anyway, man. So the white man is losing his what's the word I'm looking for? His hierarchy in the earth, so to speak. It's being cut down. Oh God, delivering a certain soul to the white man. That's why they broke back talking this shit, talking on the side of their neck, man. Because we don't die, man. We're like, hey, God spoke to God. Because you get a woman pregnant on accident and shit, probably on the fucking spot. Yeah, you got a fucking white woman, man. You can skin her all day.
That was a J. Yeah, that was a J.
But you know what? For dudes like that, he's gonna be the same nigga that's going up here looking for us when the outbreak comes. You think a nigga like that gonna make it to take a cover? That nigga ain't gonna make it before the end of the week, probably, man. He probably go down across the bridge, go in the hood, trying to pop somebody's woman to get the gun down, man. But hey, adultery is heavy here in fucking people that everybody know each other, man. And you would think that would make people not deal with your woman, but it's even heavier here. Like, what's that guy, man?
And that's how a lot of guys got killed out here. You always run into your enemies.
All the time, bro, by accident. You could be going to Best Buy, buy some car stereo signs, you run into niggas with people in 2 points. Same thing in Kansas City, man. You ain't supposed to shit where you lay your head at, bro. You know? But go ahead, I'll so
And it says, "It will not at all acquit the wicked."
So these devils out here, they're not getting away with murder. Yeah, they may perceive to be because they went years without being judged, but right now, you're seeing the judges of the Most High. The Lord just showed us a glimpse of an example as when we was on our way down here. We walked through a tornado foundation, man. Everything was level. You know what I'm saying? And that's more to come. That was small. That's like picking up a blade of grass. Compare all this grass out here, we just witnessed this right here. You have no type of clue what type of boys the Lord gonna bring, man. What do you say?
Thank God for that.
We don't need some blessings, right? You niggas ain't got the power to put blessings on the prophets, man. You're cursed. Scripture say the man that don't do the commandments, his blessings is a curse, man. Jesus cursed himself. Go ahead, man.
It says, "And Yahweh have his way in the whirlwind and in the storm."
His way in a whirlwind and in a storm. So at the end of the day, these storms have been plaguing Babylon since, oh no, God knows how long. It's all the Heavenly Father's act, man. It's all judgment due to the tyranny and the discrepancies of the so-called white man, which is the biblical identity of the Edomites, which we got to really teach you biblical nationality, man. It's going to come to a point that you Edomites going to start, like, I think one cracker came up to the Trump and said, y'all know I'm an Edomite. They know that they're Edomites, so we got to teach that, man. We don't call you white people, we call you Edomites, Idumeans.
I don't like even calling them white no more. They're not pure. White just basically means pure and holy.
It's to the point that wicked Jake's calling Esau Edomites, man.
Yeah.
Like my bugged out fucking demon, whoever the hell she is, when she be talking shit about Esau, she say Esau. She call him Esau. She don't call him Edomites, man. Even though she's wicked as hell, she might be a fucking Edomite, man. All our women might be Edomites, low key.
And it says, and the clouds are the dust of his feet.
Clouds are the dust of his feet, man. Look at that. Scripture say, earth is for me, heaven is my throne, earth is my footstool. Anyway, if y'all brothers got all types of bringing precepts out, shut it down.
I just wanted to bring up that point because you mentioned some people are counting the people. This is Matthew 18, verse 20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them. Matthew 18, verse 17. It says, and if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. But if neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican.
Right, the man being cast out of the congregation, which proves right there that Jesus ain't gonna make it. Because to show you no respect unto him either. I mean, you should be cordial with him, depending on circumstances, but when you're spirit, you ain't gotta respect him either. They say, hey, how you doing? What's up? How was your day? Hey, man, you a man. Be at peace with all.
Right. Made that point because you mentioned that, some of our women might be Edomites. Well, they're looked at basically as Edomites because they don't take direction. These wicked people like Jacob came up there and he said, oh, God bless y'all, but he's not stopping to get out before and learn and repent. So he's counted as a heathen. He's going to get a judgment as a heathen. Right. So a lot of these people that claim they know the truth, and they're out here saying, they may be out there saying, oh, yeah, that dude's an Edomite. Well, motherfucker, you Edomite.
Right.
So are you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments? No, you're not.
Oh, God. And I want to make one point about these women. Like, bitch, she basically got up in the bitch called me a whoop and she's slow. But that's basically your woman telling that defy you to your face. Bitch called me a whoop. All because I told her ass about her wickedness, about some behavior that she was involved in that I wasn't too pleased with. So I thought, rebuked her ass. She sent me a text message. And it's all women anyway. That shit going on, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the fact about it is they don't want to understand correction. They don't want correction. Because how the fuck do you get that I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing all because I rebuked your fucking ass?
Yeah, they don't deal with logic, they deal with emotion.
They deal with emotions.
They feel some type of way.
She really calling you a deceiver.
But if anything, she's the wolf in sheep's clothing.
You want to ain't being real.
Yeah, that's right. And that's the whole point why we fell out, because she wasn't being real. But for you to call a man of the Lord that, you just marked your fucking self. I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing, but yet you got people call my fucking apartment complex and yo fucking stop talking about I'm a terrorist. So who's the fucking snake? Is it me or you? That's basically putting a hit out on my life. You know?
Jeremiah,
That's why when we get to spiritual power, man, I'm gonna take this Bible, I'm gonna make it a sword, and we gonna fuck people up, man. Don't blow at us, alright? We don't need no cheerleaders out here. Right? We don't need no goddamn cheerleaders out here, man. If you ain't trying to step up here, then just take your bitch ass to the life. Alright? Go to fucking McDonald's or some chicken. Alright? That's right.
Jeremiah 7:16. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry nor prayer for them.
Right, so he's supposed to pray for them, man. He's supposed to pray for them. He's supposed to pray for them. Niggas that's in the truth, praying in the right spirit. Like Ben Raines, bell pepper nose, man. Fat boy, the fat dude, the nigga, the primo. We ain't praying for you, man. We ain't praying for you because you's a fucking nigga. We put curses on you, man. Can you read that again?
Jeremiah 7:16. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry nor prayer for them.
Lift up, so we're not praying for the 2/3 of Israel. So all you, we gotta go for all Israel, all you want to come together, Johnny, come lately niggas, man. Hey, keep going off because the scripture told us not to pray. Because if you read the book of Jeremiah, the 18th chapter, that's basically a prayer. That's a prayer you can recite it. The curse niggas, man. And through the spirit I made this, hey, man, you can curse Jake, man. That ain't right. Prophets did it all the time, man. What was the prophet that cursed the fucking kids, man? He cursed them in the name of the Lord.
Go up that ball here.
Yeah.
Wickedness, man.
Yeah, and these you know they were Jakes.
You're not supposed to deter a man of the Lord from his office, man, because he's doing something that's important.
Yeah.
So once you scoff against that, you trying to come in the way of Yahweh Shem Shai's will. Yahweh Shem Shai can take you out.
So brothers that got people that come against you, the Lord, you're gonna deal with it, man. We're gonna be called all types of shit. We're gonna be called bums. We already get called that. We already get called rapists. We're gonna be called terrorists. We're gonna be called evil men. All types of shit.
Hey, you know what? Not even just because that, it's because the Lord actually loves us too.
Yeah.
Like how you feel for a son, the Lord feels that same way about us. Out of all the, even in Israel, of course he loved Yahweh Shai the most, but the elect, the prophets, he loved them the most out of all the Israelites. Right? So if you catch somebody, put hands on your children, man, all hell will break loose. Especially if it's unverified, then actually
Second Kings 2:23. And he went up from thence unto Bethel, and as he was going up by the way, there came from the little children out of the city and mocked him, and said unto him, Go up, thou bald head. Go up, thou bald head. And he turned back and looked on them and cursed them in the name of the Lord.
That was shameful, man, because like when somebody call you bald, you know bald head according to the scriptures, that's a low thing. You're not supposed to shave your head, but because everybody gets stressed, man. For somebody to take an infirmity when you're doing the work and use it against you, that's just like if you say, man, you got terminal illness, cancer, and somebody just come up and use it against you without justification because they hate you, that's a low fucking thing, man.
Yeah, that's a low blow.
So basically, they was basically calling the chicks like you went, they basically was talking about he probably was running around them, clothes on his garment. Nigga, you ain't got no hair. You know how Jake is. Oh, nigga, you bald headed. Probably was fucking trying to slap him, put him with his garment. Then he looked back on their ass, called on the name of the Lord, and the Lord smoked them motherfuckers, man. That same thing happened to you people out here that talk shit about the men of the Lord. All you niggas, all you women, all you company boy scoffers, ever gave us a hard time, hey, we gonna put a curse on you right now. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shah, Shalak, right now. On Mashapayim, I'll abide on you motherfuckers, man. Every last one of you, and that's including our family, man. So when you niggas drop dead tonight, I will praise Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shah, man. And with that, all praises and glory honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great Lilfon and Rulewell. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, noise in the gospel broad, lifting up the stand of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shah, and with that, Shalom and above.
Shalom, above.